Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more of the Persona 5 Royal playthrough. Last time, we went into Mementos and cleared out the roadblock within Dr. Maruki's palace. Not only this, but we also maxed out Kasumi, aka Sumiri's Confidant, and we also got her second awakening. Alongside that, I think we got our second awakening. Let me check and make sure. Yes, we did. Okay. I wasn't 100% sure at the moment. I mean, it's only been a couple of days, so meh. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We not only maxed out Sumiri's Confidant, I had Joker romance her, which that was pretty damn cute and awesome and wholesome. It was just a really wonderful time. Not only that, but we also unlocked a few other third awakenings and took care of a couple of Mementos requests as well. So, essentially, we got quite a lot done in the last session. So hopefully in today's session we'll be able to do even more stuff within the next 10 days. In-game, that is. Anywho, we got a few more third awakenings left to unlock. First person being Yusuke. And as far as the others are concerned, give me a second. We still have, not you. Okay, obviously we have Yusuke. We still have Makoto to unlock yet, as well as Haru. As far as Crow, aka Akechi, and Sumiri for that matter, these two do have third awakenings as well, but we won't be getting access to those until like the very end of the game. Also, don't worry about Futaba and her third awakening. We've already got that quite a while ago. Anywho, with that out of the way, time to begin. Ah, Banjo, what brings you here? I want to work on our deal first. Alright, let's see. How about duplication? You know what? Sure, go for this one.
Very well. Beautifully executed.
Okay, that's done. Now I've come to see you.
A moment of your time.
If I may, can I ask for some of your time right now? There is something I must tell you, if I am to continue onward. Sounds like Yusuke has something on his mind. Why did I say Yusei? I don't know. Yusuke. What's the plan? Are you going to spend the day with Yusuke? I am.
I'm in your debt.
My thanks. Please, come with me.
You have my thanks.
I know my call was rather sudden. I can only apologize. We're already decided we're going to oppose Dr. Maruki, so I know it's far too late to say anything, but... what's wrong? I just can't keep averting my eyes from the truth. I betrayed you and all we stand for. How can I pretend I'm still worthy of our lofty ideals, or your support? I'm an utterly hopeless fool! Nah, you're just kinda weird. Please, I don't deserve counseling.
Yes.
You gave me my strength. You taught me to face the truth without fear. That strength, that anger is now... no, that anger is how I rose up against Madarame. I saw him for the fraud he was, and I freed myself from his lies. And just look at what I've become. Dr. Maruki gave me a false security. He showed me a life spun from my deepest desires, and fool that I am, I welcomed it. What indescribable humiliation! How can I be such a desperate, narrow-minded sheep of a man? Or detestable, my mistake. Take a deep breath. I cannot! This is no time for calm! And you of all people deserved to shame me, but you still say nothing? I betrayed you! I have spat on the very principle of art, and more than that, I have spat on all you did to help me find my answers. I'm nothing, not even worth the empty words I spoke. I can't even bring myself to look at you in the eye. Forgive me, Banjo. Such is the human heart. Are our hearts truly so deluded? Are we foolish enough to cling to these misguided fantasies? You offer me mercy I do not deserve. There is no beauty in this. I was a slave to my hubris all along. How did I ever believe the meaning of true beauty was within my grasp? I was just a fool, lost in dreams. It's the beginning, not the end.
Oh.
I see. Perhaps there is truth in that. I can only apologize. You saved me from repeating my mistakes once more. Compared to the grand legacy of my mother's art, I am still but a chick toddling in her shadow as she soars. I dreamed of flying at her side, yet for all my leaps of faith, I only plummeted from my nest again and again. What I needed was a teacher. To grasp the beauty in my mother's work, I needed a guiding hand to offer criticism and validation as I earned it. But why was I so conceived in my teacher must be someone in the art world? Or convinced, whatever. After all, I have a friend like you. And our talks together have already led me to so many beautiful revelations. You're gripping kind of hard, Yusuke. My apologies. I got ahead of myself. But my point stands. I believe there is still a great deal I can learn from you.
Indeed.
And if that's true, then I have found my teacher, and with him, the path to truly grasping my mother's art. I will not lose my way again. Let us walk this path together. Well spoken, Yusuke. Well spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Yusuke's Third Awakening. Damn, he funky. He kinda reminds me of someone from Shaman King.
I see.
So this power is both my core and my essence.
All right.
Yusuke's persona Kuma Susano has transformed into Gorochi. Oh my god. Fiddly chunks. Gurokichi. Whatever. I can't say it worth a damn. Banjo. This reality of ideals and perfections. It's not wholly wrong. Truly, there are parts of it I find almost painfully beautiful. However, you have helped me see clearly again. I believe I wish to return to our own reality. It suits me far better to paint with both ugliness and beauty upon my palette. That's the Yusuke I know. Indeed. Let us return to our true home, to the reality where I discover true beauty.
Hold a moment.
But first, you know what they say about fighting on an empty stomach. That reminds me, I haven't even offered you any tea yet, and you brought some kind of treat with you too, didn't you? Is it sweet bean jelly? Or maybe a baked dessert like a dorayaki? Or perhaps you've brought... I got nothing.
In your debt.
Thank you for spending all the time with me. See you again soon. So upon Yusuke getting his third awakening, his default trait changes and he gains a new power. Anywho, the default trait now is Unparalleled Eyes. May increase allies' chance to avoid physical attacks, which is absolutely incredible. So as far as his unique ability, Hayaka Ryoran, whatever, this is a super powerful version of Heat Razor. Instead of affecting one person, it affects the entire party. High SP cost, but damn is it worth it. As far as what I'm gonna get rid of... I think I'm gonna get rid of Rising Slash. Yeah, that'll work.
Well then.
Okay. That's another third awakening down. Let's see what's on the Home Shopping Network today. First, we have the Talisman set. That ain't too bad. The Sweet Delights set. Ooh, that ain't too bad at all. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one. It's a little more expensive, and it is some additional HP restoring items. But hey, you never know when you can use something like that. Just saying. Alright, let's go ahead and call Kawakami and have her make us some coffee. The reason why I'm having her make coffee rather than curry is because unlike curry, which cannot be used in battle, coffee can be used regardless, whether you're in battle or outside of battle. So, that's pretty good. Alright, what we got? Arms Master Punch. Ooh. Okay, so this will grant us a new ability. So if I bring Futaba here, she may get something rather special. But before I do, let me make sure that that is going to be the case, and she isn't just going to get absolutely nothing useful at all. You never know.
I see.
Anyway, let's go ahead and bring Futaba here, and if she doesn't get anything, then I'll give it to someone else. Maybe I'll give it to someone like Yusuke.
Thanks for coming in.
As far as Arm Master is concerned, I think it reduces HP cost of physical skills by half. I don't know. Ooh, that drink looks really good.
This drink.
What is this flavor? Supreme or Ultimate? Whatever it is, it's good. I bet it'll taste even better with all of the alcohol. Just saying. So, I know people tend to get the wrong idea about Sojiro, but he actually has a very big heart. Even though he seems to complain a lot, he always ends up getting me the things I ask for. That's why I take care of all the stuff he buys for me, and if something breaks, I try to fix it myself. Aw, that's sweet of you, Futaba. And I'd see her as more of someone who can most definitely fix her own things if things go wrong. Oh, I gotta go home soon. Sojiro's gonna start worrying. It's not bad spending a day outdoors every now and then. My thanks, Banjo. You're welcome. Ooh, support 3. Nice. Very nice to have for Futaba. That is for sure.
Thanks for today.
I enjoyed the jazz club. Jeez, I can't tell you how nervous I was. But it ended up being pretty fun. Let's go home, Banjo.
Okay.
Now I'll just make like a dog and go back home. Lol. Literally no one says that. Anywho, on to the next day. I wonder who we're going to be hanging out with today. It really depends on who comes up to me. I went on the fishing pond last week. You know, the one at Ichigaya? Oh, I didn't know about that. I take it that you must like fishing then. Oh, you didn't know? Well, anyways, I was reading them with my usual reeling them in with my usual technique. Holy crap, I can't read today. But suddenly, I saw this monstrous fish's huge shadow. He would have been a worthy opponent at that size, but he got away. I made the right choice to go out there while it was snowing, even if it was cold. Hey, are you listening? Stop looking at your phone. Fishing in the snow? That takes some willpower. You should try it sometime if you're feeling up to it. Well, it depends on whether or not we have the time, which, considering the circumstances, we don't really have too much left. We kind of have to haul ass and do it fast. Alright, guess we're hanging out with Haru today. And I completely forgot about picking up her vegetables. Banjo-kun, what brings you here today? First, I'm here for the vegetables. Did you come to check the planters? They're doing just fine. These ones have done enough growing so we can harvest them now. There we go. They've grown so well. They're all so healthy. Treat them with care and respect, okay? Cool. Thank you for the sun tomatoes. Let me see if I can grow anything else. I wonder if sun tomatoes can be used in battle. I don't think they can, now that I think about it. Alright, I'm gonna have her make a moonlight carrot. Why did I say make? I meant grow. You get the idea. Okay, they should be done by 126. Cool. Now then, time to hang out with Haru and get her third awakening.
May I speak with you?
Do you have some time to spare right now? There's something I need to tell you. Is that okay? Seems like Haru has something on her mind.
Hey.
Haru, what's the plan? Are you going to spend the day with Haru? Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Then, could we go to my place for today? I'll treat you to some delicious black tea. Just wait a moment while I get changed. Sure, no problem.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to call you out of the blue like this. Please, feel free to make yourself at home. Your room is beautiful. Oh, there's nothing all that unusual in here. No need to look all around like that. I need to speak with you about this situation, or rather, because of it. I feel I owe you an apology, Banjo-kun.
I'm sorry.
I was just so useless. What do you mean? You're not useless. I'm so ashamed. Dr. Maruki crafted me a satire or whatever, satire a perfect new reality, and I accepted it without a second's pause. It was only because of you that I was able to find my own path. You were the one who gave me a future, and what did I do with it? I'm so pathetic. It's not your fault.
No.
You're so kind, Banjo-kun, but I'm afraid that doesn't feel like enough this time. I want to stand at your side, though, through this, and I want to do it with pride. In truth, I did wish that my father was still alive. I wanted us to rebuild the company together. No, more than that, I wanted to save my father. But that's just not possible. No matter how important he was to me, he's gone now, and I cannot bring him back. Surely, if I could just rewrite the past of my own benefit, it would be terribly selfish. What about your happiness?
Yes.
Just because it made me happy doesn't make it right. Because what about next time, when I fail again, or something goes wrong? Do I simply get to erase that too? Very good point. Now my father is gone, it's sad and it hurts, but that pain is precisely what gave me strength and resolve. All of us went through so much together. I don't want us to lose our struggles, or the closeness we won through them. So I need you to understand that I'm determined to see this through. I won't run away anymore. I refuse Dr. Maruki's gift to us.
Honestly.
I'll choose our reality, the one I defined through my own hardship, mistakes, and tears. Definitely very well said, Haru. Very well said indeed. Ooh, lovely third awakening. Is this my power? I see. So I can still fight harder.
All right.
So, Haru's persona, Astire, has transformed into Lucy. Not to be confused with Lucy Harphelia. I'm sorry I kept you for so long. That's all I wanted you to hear. From now on, I'll fight even harder to make up for all the trouble I've caused you. I'll be counting on you.
Yes.
Hearing you say that makes me feel like I can do anything. I will grow even stronger. I have to keep pressing forward, for Father's sake, too. That's my girl. Thanks again for coming today. Be careful on your way home. So upon getting Haru's third awakening, her default trait also changes. Just like everyone else. And as far as the trait is concerned, it is Cool Customer. Decreases allies' chance of being inflicted by status ailments by 50%. And her new special skill is Life Wall. Forms a barrier that reflects all attacks for all allies. I think the only exception to this rule is Almighty. Also, I think there's a white blob on my webcam. Let me check, and yes, there is. God damn it. Let me see if I can fix that. Alright, that'll work. That'll work for now. So, anyway, this particular ability, super powerful, super useful, just like the others, but it does have a very high SP cost. And speaking of abilities, what am I going to get rid of to put this in place? Good question. I think I'm going to get rid of Evade Nuke and just give Haru an accessory that increases nuke evasion. That's probably going to be the best way to go. As dumb as it may sound, yeah, I think I'm going to go with that, because I kind of need all the other abilities here. I figured that would be the best way to go. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started on that. Alright. I know that took a little bit of time, just because the game was saving system data. If that happens, it usually takes a little bit before you can do much of anything. Okay. Okay, new. Let's see here. Anything useful for Haru? Let's see here. Could have sworn I had something. Here we go. Perhaps I don't have anything that involves nuke resistance. I mean, I could always remedy that by going to a shop and buying something that helps with nuke evasion. Yep, looks like I'm going to be doing a little bit of shopping. I wonder if EY has anything of the sort. Why don't we go and find out? I don't think he has anything of the sort here, but you never know.
Yo. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Sounds good. That's a very serious expression. Take your time and look around.
Doesn't look like there's anything here of the use, which is unfortunate. Oh well. We'll try somewhere else. How about the mall? What can I say? Shopping for these sorts of accessories can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but even so, buying them now or within certain points of the game honestly is pretty well worth it, at least in my opinion. How about here? Fire, boosts, boosts, nothing but boosts. I mean, I like boosts, don't get me wrong, but even so.
Please, take your time.
Alright, nothing there. If you're wondering why I went in here, it's because I wanted to take a look and see what items they have on offer here. You never know. Okay. I also wanted to see if they had any additional protein shakes that I can buy, but it doesn't look like they do, which kind of sucks. Oh well. Alright, let's try the next area, Kichijoji. I don't think Kichijoji will have any sort of accessories that are going to be super useful here, but even so, might have something of use. Nothing but amps. I mean, the amps are good, don't get me wrong, but geez.
Yes.
Oh, it's you. Don't you have anything better to do than talking to me? We have to do something about monarchy, otherwise the world is to his shape as he pleases. And I hate to see that happen, so stop wasting time and get yourself ready. Sheesh. Lighten up a little, Akechi. I get that the stakes are high, but come on, man. You gotta learn to chill every once in a while. Again, I could have swore there's a place where you can get, like, some sort of accessory that increases evasion for certain elements. But I guess there really isn't. Then again, maybe there is, and I'm completely missing the store. That would be my kind of luck, though. Am I right? I don't think there's really anything in here. No. Well, that sucked. Well, so much for that. That was a bit of a waste. Oh well.
I see.
Okay. Another drink that raises a character to the next level. Pretty nice. Alright, I guess we can always run around a little bit longer and see what else I can find around here.
Welcome.
Nothing here.
Welcome.
Wow. They really don't have much of anything here of major use. Well, that stinks. If you're wondering what I'm going to be doing after I finish running around like a headless chicken trying to find an accessory that boosts nuke evasion,
Welcome.
I'm honestly not 100% sure. I may play some more video games back at home, back in LeBlanc, I mean. Which, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Alright. Ooh, looks like a new prize is on offer. And that would be, the prize is, Jagao? Jagao, whatever, moving on. It's a giraffe. Yay, got it first try.
Nice going.
I wonder I wonder what it'll look like by the time we get back home. I guess there's only one way to find out. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering if I'm going to be showing off any more crossword puzzles, I don't really plan to, honestly. Just because I don't know the answers and I don't want to take like 2 million years trying to figure it out.
Hey, hey.
Why is the doll a giraffe? It makes me think of Yusuke for some reason. Well, to be fair, Yusuke is considered to be the tallest party member out of everyone in the Phantom Thieves. So, it only makes sense.
Hey, hey.
Alrighty.
Hey. Yep.
Make sure you close it.
Now then, on to video game land. I know it seems kind of strange that I call it Kalikami here, but honestly, I don't find it to be that strange. I need all the SP restoring items I can get.
Oh.
Let's play a game. As far as what games we have left, we have Power, Intuition, and Golfer, I don't know. I don't know how to say this name, so bugger. Let's play the Power game.
Okay.
Let's start with Power Intuition.
Well then.
By the way, haven't you read that secret technique book? The amount of time you have for the input commands will increase, making the game easier, right? Let's use it. Makes sense since you learned how to. Alright, let's do this. So your first opponent is a Kung Fu Master. His attacks are apparently pretty ruthless. You're both running low on health. You can probably win if you land a special move.
Oh.
Hey, the enemy's stunned! Go for a special! Use the D-pad to match the arrows on screen within the time limit, then press X to punch. So it's kind of like Street Fighter. And just like Street Fighter, you need to input these combos super fast. Otherwise, it's bad news bears for you. Also, I noticed I'm starting to get white dots again. Seriously, I hate the sun sometimes. Let me try lowering the white balance. Okay, I think that's better. Here we go. All good.
Okay.
Wow, you beat the level! You're amazing! Anyway, as I was saying, this game is apparently a parody of Street Fighter, at least as far as I can tell. Then again, it might be something else.
Nice.
Who knows? If anyone has any other ideas of what this could be, let me know. Would love to hear your thoughts on it. Alright. That was fun. Alright, on to the next day. Let's see if we can hang out with anyone else today. It's so cramped in all these fluffy clothes. Now for today's train news. Cold wave expected to accompany snowfall in Tokyo. It is likely that a large cold wave will hit the Kanto region. Wow. Apparently Kanto exists in this universe. Companies with high employee satisfaction on the rise. Many workers have provided very positive responses. Crime rate reaches record-breaking low. Number of incidents is down by more than half compared to last year. Snow. It's gotten really cold lately. Well, it's to be expected. It's winter. Winter tends to be cold, especially further north.
Morning.
It's another cold day.
Hey.
You know, the public's been acting kind of weird lately, huh? Even the people around me are talking differently now, or they're really weirdly optimistic. It's the same thing in town, too. Everyone seems kind of restless. This is part of Dr. Maruki's power, too, isn't it? It's possible.
Thanks.
Yeah, I guess it hasn't happened to everyone yet. But if we don't change Dr. Maruki's heart by the deadline, we're not even going to realize that something is wrong anymore. We have to win, no matter what. Believe me, I do plan on changing Maruki's heart real damn soon. That much you can count on.
Oh, have you heard?
I was talking to my friend from overseas recently. They keep introducing me to new slang I've never even heard of. Well, English slang is constantly evolving with the times. Textbook English is more static. It's so lame. But sometimes you can work out the meaning behind slang through context clues. Very true. Some are just natural extensions of English language constructs that have already been in place for years. Others might combine normal words or use more common phrases in new or unusual ways. Take thirsty, for instance. Ordinarily, it describes the need for a drink. That's a pretty serious need, right? But as slang, it describes someone who's a little too desperate, like a boy who won't stop asking you out. Oh, and hangry, that's when you're so hungry it puts you on edge and everything makes you mad. Believe me, I can relate to that. So here's a test, Mr. Kazooie. Would you say you're feeling a little salty? What would salty mean if used in the slang sense? Alright, I'll help. So we need to figure out what salty means in the slang sense. Maybe there are clues in the words like you can call someone sweet, right? What does it mean when describing a person? Sickening? I don't think it's that negative. Think about it a little harder. Okay. Kind-hearted? Yeah, you're right. And that's a pretty positive connection. So what kind of whatever would salty have in that context? Negative? Yeah, I think so too. After all, people only describe food as salty when the salt overpowers everything else. So if it's a negative connotation, then it'd have to mean someone's feeling bad somehow. Oh boy. You want to know salty? Watch any Smash Brothers tournament ever. The salt is most definitely real there. And it's probably something you can say about yourself or other people. So with all of that in mind, salty probably means resentful. Yeah, I think so too. It makes me think of someone who's ready to pick a fight, you know? So if you call someone salty, that probably means they're angry or resentful. Phew, that was a rough one.
This is it.
Good.
Excellent! Yes, it means you resent something. Other flavor-based descriptors apply to people too, like sweet or sour. Slang can be rooted in many origins, common words, acronyms, and of course, whatever. Have you ever heard of the word frenemy? It's a whatever the hell that word is, a friend and enemy. Think something like a rival or an enemy who acts friendly with you. Oh gee, that sounds familiar. Catchy. Honestly, that's too funny. It really is if you really think about it. So, more fun than stuffy old standard English, right? But it's good to learn the rules before you break them. If anyone wants to learn some extra slang vocab, I would be positively psyched to offer some bonus lessons. Frenemies, huh? I've had enough of backstabbing. You and me both. Trust me. Alright. Only 10 days left until we face Maruki. We gotta be careful in our prep work. You look tired. Want to blow off some steam at the batting cages? I will in a minute. Actually, no I won't, but... I needed a drink, honestly. Don't worry, the drink is not salty. Thank God. Otherwise, I'd be spitting that shit right out. Anywho. Are we going to the palace today? If you want to infiltrate it, I can head right over. Well, that depends on Makoto's availability. Is she available? I don't think she is. Actually, yes. Cool. Let me make sure that Makoto is the last person whom I need to speak to. You'll know if you need to still unlock a person's third awakening if their third awakening is not labeled second awakening R. So, go. Looks like Makoto really is the only one left. Well, besides Akechi and, of course, Sumiri. Yep. Guess we're hanging out with Makoto. Now then, let's do it. After I exit out of the library again, because game, stop it. Get some help. I want to talk to Makoto. Oh, Banjo, you're here. Well, could I borrow a little bit of your time? There's something I need to tell you. It sounds like Makoto has something important to tell me.
Hey.
Looks like Makoto has something to say. So what's it gonna be? Do you want to hang out with Makoto? Yes, I do.
Thank you very much.
Let's get going then.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for calling you over so suddenly. There's something I just had to tell you. What is it? Honestly, I wanted to apologize. I couldn't back you up when you needed me the most. That's not true. But it is true. Ever since the new year, I was stuck in Dr. Markey's false reality. I almost said farce. My God, what is wrong with me?
Hey.
You remember that time before I joined the Phantom Thieves, when I called you to the student council room? Yeah, I do. How could I forget? I challenged you on your ideals, threatened to expose you all, as if I knew anything about what was going on. But since then, I've learned so much from the Phantom Thieves, from you. You saved me more times than I can possibly count. And you've done the same for me as well, so thank you. After all that, I promised myself that if you were in trouble, I would leap in to save you. But I forgot that vow. I just threw it away so I could cling to Father and Sis. It's awful to know that all along I was so weak and self-centered. It's not your fault. Even if it isn't, does that really make it okay? Considering all the ways I made our struggle harder, even unknowingly, I can't just let that go. You know, I think I'm more lonely than I was willing to admit. Father never spent much time at home. When he was there, he always had his mind on some case. And Sis put all of her time into her work, for both our sakes. I respected them both so much, and I still do, of course, but I can't just let them take care of me forever. Is that your decision? It's what I think, at least, though it's a fairly new idea for me. If I hadn't been in this situation, I'm not sure it would even have occurred to me. In any case, I've made my decision. And that would be?
Hey, so...
I'm done with just sitting quietly and doing as I'm told. If I'm weak or self-centered or lonely or too dependent on my family, then that's my problem to fix. But my pain's still a part of me. All the struggles, your support, it's what helped me stand up for myself. I can't lose that. I'm not exactly abandoning the person I was, but I figured trying to bottle it up will only make my life harder. I want to be able to look at the most awful, disgraceful parts of myself and still be able to say, so what? That's great.
Thank you very much.
It's a relief to know you're supporting me. If I can get everyone to understand me and really see who I am, then I think that will give me strength. It'll give me strength. If I'm ever tempted like this again, I'll remember to stay true to myself. Even if it's not a conscious decision. That's why I wanted to apologize.
Give it a try.
I guess I'm not completely ready to stand on my own just yet, but I'll keep trying and I won't run away. That's wonderful to hear. We'll always be here for you, Makoto. If you ever need a shoulder to lean on, someone to speak to, feel free to give us a call. Now then, say hello to Makoto's third awakening. Ooh, that looks badass.
So that's it.
This is me? Oh, I get it now.
All right.
So, Makoto's persona Annette has transformed into Agnes. I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference to an older Persona game. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just coincidence. It's strange. All it took to make my heart stronger was to put myself first. That sounds like you, that's for sure. Sorry, but it looks like I still have to rely on you a while longer. So I hope you'll be prepared. Of course.
I'll see you later.
Thanks for staying over so late, too. I'll see you later. Nice. So, as far as Makoto's default trait change, it is now Gaia Blessing. Increases allies' chance of inflicting burn, freeze, and shock by 50%, making her truly one of the best party members in the game. And as far as Checkmate, think of Yusuke's ability, but instead of applying to you and your party, it applies to all enemies. So what this does is that it decreases attack, defense, accuracy, and evasion for all foes. It has a very high SP cost, but damn is it worth it. Alright. And I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this.
Thought as much.
I figure you might be back soon. Well, that's nice. Now then, what to do? Well, I guess we'll see what the Jazz Club has on offer tonight. One thing worth mentioning here is... Power Fizz. Raises power and luck. Alright.
What do you want to do?
I'm pretty sure that on January 26th, that's going to be the last possible day that a singer will appear in the Jazz Club. So, be sure to keep that in mind. Alright, so what we're going to do now... I guess we can check out the batting cages, maybe. Nah. We're going to play some more video games. How about we play some more Power Intuition, aka NES Street Fighter that isn't a bootleg? You know?
Let's do it.
But before we do, let's go ahead and save in case I screw up. Which, yeah, when it comes to things like this, yeah, I'm not very good at games like this, at all. Fighting games are just not my kind of jam. Except Super Smash Bros. That one is honestly the best one, because it's so easily accessible. Alright, let's get back into Power Intuition. You're up against a real kung fu artist this time. She's got quick movements. She's definitely stronger than our first opponent. You'll need to play aggressively. Alright, you got behind her. Now go for that combo. Alright, now go for a follow-up attack. Alright, it's over. You won.
Okay.
Wow, you beat the level. You're amazing. I never thought you'd be able to land such a fierce combo. It really was incredible watching you go up against such a tough opponent. Well, I suppose it wasn't that tough. But them inputs, though. Sweet merciful Jesus. Also, you cannot cheese it with the analog stick. You have to use the D-pad. And using the jelly-style D-pad on a default PS4, or even a PS5 controller for that matter, yeah, that ain't fun.
Let's get started.
Well then, let's get class started. I hope you remember what we've gone over until now.
Well,
Mr. Haruda, please come to the faculty office at once. Yay, reading time! What? Everyone, make sure you study on your own until I return. Thank you, Kawakami. You're the best.
what do you want to do?
Let's read. Time to finish up the last book we have in our possession. And possibly the last book in the entire game. The first encounter is much like a fragile egg. You must imbiculate, or whatever, with... incubate it with a heart of romance. Would the tactics of Casanovas in this book still work today? I wonder.
Oh.
Ooh, so you finished reading Reckless Casanova. Casanova? Seems to me he was more like a shameless pervert than a stud. Well, at least you learned more about nuances of sex appeal. I wonder if this book was written by Jiraiya. It's possible.
Apologies.
It was nothing in particular. Sorry for the wait. Let's collect ourselves and return to our lesson.
Yep.
Phew, that was close. Not really, but whatever. At least we got another book done. And it was the last one, too. Coolio. Snow's coming tomorrow. Think we'll get a real blizzard? Who knows? You rarely ever see heavy snow in Tokyo. I predict heavy snowfall. But it's gonna be wet snow, so it won't really pile up much. Source: some guy on TV. Oh no, my flower beds! I should go check on them. I'm sure they'll be fine. But if you need help with them, I'll do what I can. Indeed, Ryuji can as well. Man, you can't just volunteer me. Not that I wouldn't, though. You need any heavy lifting done, I'm your guy. Actually, if the snow's gonna be that bad, you think it might have some effect on the metaverse too? We might as well keep it in mind when we plan for tomorrow. True that. Although we won't really have to worry about tomorrow within the next in-game day. The deadline's coming up. We still got time, but the sooner the better. It's true. We got 9 in-game days left. Well, technically 7. We only got a week left to get everything done. But let me go over the Confidant List just to make absolutely sure everyone has their Third Awakenings. Actually, I got a better idea. How about we just do this? Let's check the stats screen, and yeah, pretty much everyone has their Third Awakenings. With the exceptions being Akechi as well as Sumiri. As mentioned previously, these two will have their Third Awakenings by the end of the game, so no need to worry about that. And of course, Futaba has her Third Awakening, so we're good to go in that regard. So for now, let's go ahead and save, and get ready to head back into Dr. Maruki's palace after nearly an hour. And 200,000 years. Are we going today? If you'll be infiltrating the palace, be sure to gather everyone. Well, what do you want to do? Should we meet up at the hideout and head into the palace? Yes, let's go. Understood. I'll see you at the hideout then. We're going to the palace today, right? Since we're able to move forward now? Nope, just a maybe. Can't be absolutely certain yet. I hope we can get through safely, but what if something happens? Whatever the case may be, we should go in and check. The atmosphere of the real world is beginning to change. We cannot afford to wait much longer.
Yes.
I agree, but the decision is ultimately up to Banjo. Alrighty, let's head back into Dr. Maruki's palace.
Let us go.
Now that everyone has their Third Awakenings, we are more than ready to go. Let's get to work now, shall we? Okay, back to the most recent area. And also, as you can see on the map, on the mini-map, as soon as I pulled it up, which I'll pull up again momentarily, you may notice that Dr. Maruki has will seeds of his own. Previously, when we were looking at the map, they were not showing up. But after the roadblock is cleared, then the will seeds will appear on the map. So in other words, as of the next area, we need to be on the lookout for will seeds. Speaking of will seeds, I failed to mention this previously, but within the depths of Mementos during that time of ruin and everything, that is the only quote-unquote palace that does not have any will seeds in the entire game, and that's including Persona 5 Royal. Granted, I know in the original Persona 5 will seeds were not a thing, but even so, I feel like throwing that out there anyway. Now then, on to the next area. Look! The cables are gone!
Indeed.
Rather fortunate that we tried out the console we found in Mementos. Now we can proceed. Let's move out.
Yes.
Okay, let's go, Senpai. Now then, let's see what else this place has to offer, other than potential death. How you doing, buddy? Get smacked.
Show me your true form.
Okay. I wonder what's in here. Doesn't look like much, other than just more Metroid-like... Oh, hi, how you doing? That was unexpected. I mean, I did see him on the radar, but I did not expect him to face me. But alas, it is what it is.
Persona has no weakness.
Okay.
Try overwhelming it with despair.
How about we try forgetfulness?
You have something to hit their weakness? Well, guess not.
Could have swore I did have something, but apparently not. Heh. Well then, that kind of sucks. Oh well, it's fine. We can still wreck this guy's face. Goodbye. Alright, not quite enough, but that's fine.
Let's finish this.
Oh right, I forgot. No, light-based skills are highly resistant. Should have known. Oh well. I don't even know how Sumiri even survived that, but hey. I'm fine with it. Deed is done. Whoa, enemy reinforcements.
It'll be a slaughter.
Well, this is unexpected. How about we try this? Of course not. Damn it. Oof! Oh, thank God.
In real trouble. Hurry, viewer. Let's go.
Okay. This is fine. We can still get back up from this. To be fair, I was not expecting enemy reinforcements to happen.
I won't give in. Let's attack together, Joker-senpai.
You goddamn right! Time to show off Sumerian Joker showtime.
Senpai.
Go for it.
Together. This is...
Ho ho ho! That was a pretty nice attack. Not gonna lie. Definitely one of my personal favorite showtimes in the entire game. And as mentioned previously, it's very easily missable. Even more so during my more recent playthrough. During my second playthrough, I missed out on it completely. It was only during my quote-unquote practice run that I actually managed to get Sumiri's showtime. And yeah, that was definitely an experience, for sure. Oops.
Something else.
This should do it.
Are you sure about that?
Rabbit snap.
Why did I do that? I'm an idiot.
You missed?
Okay, why don't we try nuking your ass instead?
Couldn't finish it.
Okay. Not too bad.
Persona.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Why did I do that?
Super move. Ultra charge.
Thanks for the focus and charge. Not that I really needed it, but hey, better than nothing. Bang, bang on the frickin' door.
Everyone.
See you in hell.
Okay.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Setbacks. Let's continue on.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, when it comes to setbacks, there really weren't much of any. Just the battle went on a little bit longer than I would have liked. But hey, at least we're alive. By the way, when it comes to navigating through this next series of areas, this is where things are going to start to get interesting. Hmm? Hang on, Joker. Uh-oh, that door's security looks super strict and there isn't even an ID scanner on it. Let's take a closer peek. Good idea. Security lock currently engaged. Please answer the following identity authentication question. What did Totoro Maruki lose in exchange for the power to rewrite cognitions?
For real?
Gah! It talked? Ahem. But that's not the part that matters now. What's it talking about Doc losing something? Is that some kind of riddle? That's a security question, like when you reset a password. Only one person's supposed to know the answers. That's how you end up with private information being used like a key. I see, so we need information on Maruki's life. Well, this is his own palace. I bet we'll find some clues to the answers if we look around through it thoroughly enough.
All right, let's go.
If that's the plan, then let's get to clue hunting. All right. Thankfully, when it comes to the actual answers for the security system, if you were paying attention throughout Dr. Maruki's entire Confidant questline, then the answers should be pretty obvious. Whee! Alright, let's get to work.
This is your chance. Hit him where it hurts. Sit.
Nice.
Go get him, Queen.
Good technical damage. On to the next.
Enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen.
Alrighty.
This is our best shot. To the next. This should do it.
Are you sure about that? Because I don't think it is. Goodbye. Oh, hello. What do you want? How about you give me the goods? Ooh, physical ointment. Come on, give me some more. Oh, alright. Whatever, more experience for me. Even if enemy reinforcements show up at a time like this, it's really not that big of a deal. Oh, god damn it. Thank you, Makoto. Goodbye.
Go get him, Queen. No holding back. We can end this quickly.
You damn right. Go for it, you two.
Pardon me. Bring it. Showtime. This is gonna hurt. Noir, leave it to me. Ready, set. Rest in peace.
Oh, nicely done. And on the family jewels, too. That makes it that much more painful. Gotta admit.
There seems to be a treasure chest.
There most certainly is. Now then, let's see what we can find over here. Hello, looks like a server room.
Ah, a treasure chest. Care to open it?
Hell yeah. Not only do we have a treasure chest, but we also have our first will seed over here. Ooh, we also got ourselves a new saber. Although it's not as strong as Akechi's ultimate weapon. It kind of sucks, but if you have not made that particular weapon yet, that is a very close second. Now then, let's grab ourselves a will seed. Sorry, Doc, we'll be taking this. Here we go. Will seed number 1 is ours. One more thing worth mentioning here is...
So, this is a will seed. It's kinda creepy, huh?
It is. It is quite creepy. So, back to what I was saying. When it comes to the will seeds in Dr. Maruki's palace, unlike all other palaces of which you can buy will seeds of which you missed from Josei, in this particular palace, I'm pretty damn sure that you cannot buy Dr. Maruki's will seeds. So, yeah, this is your one and only opportunity to get the will seeds. So be sure to grab them because the ability that you can get, it's actually pretty damn special. Ooh.
Why not try brainwashing it?
Alrighty then. Let's see if we can do something real good. Nice. Time to put you to bed.
Freeze!
Give me the goods. Ugh.
Some rare loot!
So that's what you had your eye on. Can't let my guard down around you, can I? Ooh, physical ointment. Nice. Finally, a treasure skin that actually worked. Sure, we'd miss out on experience, or not experience, but rather cash, but still, not too bad.
Is where I shine.
Speaking of shining, Power the Sun, OP, please nerf. Here we go again. Okay, there we go. Just had to readjust the white balance. Thankfully, I didn't have to touch exposure, which is nice. Alrighty.
Hey, that's a treasure chest.
Show me your true form.
Yep, it is. But we kind of have to clear out the security first. Also, if you're wondering if there's anything over here, there's not. You can't even go that way. Which sucks, but it is what it is.
Oh.
One other thing worth mentioning here is, even though we're technically starting the second half of Dr. Markey's palace, this place, oh sweet merciful Jesus, if you've had a really hard time navigating through Okumura's palace, especially in the original Persona 5, sweet merciful Jesus, you are not going to survive here. Because the puzzles here are pretty mind-numbing and really complex. The first few puzzles around here aren't too bad, but when we get to the real meat and potatoes of this palace, that's where the fun really starts, and you'll soon see what I mean. But first, we do need to get past the security doors, which is going to be a little easier said than done.
What's up with this room? The entire palace has been rather bizarre, but this room is rather strange in its own way.
CRT TV, huh? Talk about old school. Look,
Yeah.
it's even got a built-in VCR.
Wow, that's rare.
Maybe we've got to watch some TV first?
I highly doubt that.
Actually, there's a chance he's right. There appears to be a tape by the VCR.
Well, it appears we don't have any choice but to watch the tape, do we? Of course, it could possibly just be a trap.
Why don't we watch the tape? What's the worst that can happen, really?
Nothing's happening. It's making some strange noises. Could it be broken?
I don't think so.
Should try whacking it? Please don't.
Exactly.
Oh, it's playing. Stay on guard, everyone.
Alright, let's see what it has on offer.
How are you feeling today, Rumi? Sorry I came empty-handed. I've just been so busy with the research lately. I haven't had the chance to pick up any part-time work. I know. I'll buy you flowers the next time I come. Do you remember that wildflower field we used to go to back in high school? You really loved it there, didn't you? Oh, would you prefer if I brought you some snacks instead? Which should I bring? Sweet or salty? I know you like both, so... Actually, I have some news for you today. So first, I've finished my paper. The other thing is... they caught the culprit. He's in police custody now. You don't need to worry anymore. Of course, that doesn't mean everything's over and done with, but things are going to proceed as they ought to. My cognitive science is the study of people's hearts and how they guide people's views of the world. Everyone comprehends the world in a different way, depending on their cognition. So basically, if one could tap into a person's cognitive world, one would even be able to alter how that person views reality, in every way. That's what my paper's all about. Here I am, going way over your head with this stuff, just like always. But anyway, I've recently met someone who thinks my research could be fruitful. If everything moves forward as planned, they may even fund my work. At that point, I'd be the first professional scientist in the world. My goal is to find a way to stop crime by putting my research into action. Many of the criminals in this world are deluded to the point of seeing everything through a distorted lens. If I could change their cognitions, it would stop them from committing crimes before they even considered them. And if I were to succeed, the things that happened to you would never happen to anyone else again. I want to save you. No, not just you. I want to save the whole world with my cognitive science. Well, at least I know your family would appreciate it.
Takuto.
Rumi, it's me. Are you alright? Can you talk?
Takuto. Family. My family. Dad. Mom. No. Please. Please don't go. Ah!
Rumi, it's okay. Calm down.
Give them back. Give me my mom and dad.
You want power.
These migraines are... Damn it. Don't worry, someone's coming to help.
I believe it was most likely a post-traumatic episode. Memories of the incident must have resurfaced due to some sort of stimuli, like certain imagery or phrasing.
Phrasing?
Hmm.
I'm so sorry, Rumi. It's all my fault. Deep down, I knew I could end all crime across the world. It still wouldn't bring your family back. What you truly need is to be set free from that horrible tragedy. But how can I do that?
Must seek me.
What was that?
I'd like to know myself.
Please. Stop this. I want to forget.
Forget? I wish I could do something to... Oh. But wait. By altering a subject's cognition, by changing their heart, any related trauma is eliminated.
You must seek me.
Whoa! Hello!
So, by that logic, all that pain, Rumi's trauma and everyone else's, it can be undone.
Are you sure?
I am that who manifests thought itself. I shall echo your blasphemous fury with reality, so that we may together change the world. Now, call me forth.
Yes. I'll do it. I don't care who you may be. Lend me your strength. Please. Help me save Rumi's life.
Oh my.
What was that?
Good question.
Rumi, are you okay?
Who are you?
Oh my.
Rumi, it's me.
That doesn't sound good.
I'm really sorry, but I don't know who you are.
Rumi, what do you mean?
I've just gone through surgery. Ever since I was born, I've been unwell. I lost my parents when I was young, so I live with my grandparents in the countryside now.
When you were young? You can't. It's me, Rumi. Don't you remember me?
I really am sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I'm going to be discharged from here pretty soon now that I've finished my last round of surgery. I can't wait to see my grandparents again and show them how well I've recovered.
This is... Were her memories actually revised?
Were.
Was that voice really?
Are you alright?
That's absurd. How could something like... Oh, I mean, it's nothing. I'm just glad you're doing better now. She remembers nothing of the incident. So, Furumi...
By the way, what are you doing in my room? How do you know my name?
Oh, well, I'm, sorry. I mistook you for someone else.
Another person?
Yeah. My girlfriend's name is Rumi too.
Really? That's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
Huh?
Looks like I really messed up finding the right room. I really am sorry to disturb you.
So I know this might sound odd, but if you'd like to meet again sometime...
Thank you for the offer, but I'm sorry. I'm going to be getting busier than ever soon, so I don't believe we'll be meeting again.
Really? But what about your girlfriend?
She's passed away. That's why I won't be coming here anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I hope you feel better soon. And I know the people who care about you wish the same.
Wow, that was definitely something.
That was Dr. Maruki, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Based on what we've seen, we can surmise that Dr. Maruki's memory was somehow on that videotape.
The way that woman was acting at the end, that's just how it went for me, too. So he rewrote her cognition.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looked like.
Saying in the video, that might have been the moment he first awakened to his ability.
Could Dr. Maruki possibly have wanted us to watch this memory?
I don't think that's the case. It's possible that this is just an old memory he tried to bury in his unconscious mind.
Still, if this actually occurred, there's no mistaking it for a trivial memory. This is clearly important to Maruki.
Whether for good or bad, it appears that this incident is what led Dr. Maruki to his current mission.
You're right.
I don't even know what else to say to that other than sweet merciful Jesus. When you awaken to something like that, and you would do anything for a friend, even if it means losing them forever. Making a decision like that must be really difficult. Okay, let's answer this authentication question. I know the answer after watching that video. I assume you know as well. You can do the honors. That would be his lover. So yeah, even though it seems like his friend would be the correct answer, Rumi was more than that to Maruki. He loved her. He loved her to death. It's a real shame that because of everything that happened to her, they just couldn't be together. Although it's still kind of strange how, even though Dr. Maruki rewrote her entire cognition, why is it that he didn't try to reconnect with her and, like, try to rebuild that memory? Who knows? Bad writing? I don't know. Maybe he was thinking of something else. Anyway, back to the game. Wait, what is this?
Oh?
This appears to be a floor plan of the palace. It's quite thorough, and it seems that we still have a long way to go. Maruki Cognitive Science Laboratory?
For real?
This palace is a lab?
Oh?
You really hadn't figured that out yet? Given Maruki's past and the palace's appearance we've seen so far, it wasn't difficult to deduce.
What the heck?
Shut up! This place is just so weird that I didn't bother thinking about it yet. You got me, you get me, don't you, Banjo? I get ya. Yeah, yeah, take that.
Do you have
A palace's appearance is based on what its ruler thinks of someone or something. In Takoko Maruki's case, he must think of this stadium as a laboratory. Yeah, I get that part, but why the stadium of all places? Oh, that reminds me of something I heard a while ago. Before starting construction on the stadium, there was apparently plans to build some kind of research facility. I wonder, could it have anything to do with that? It's possible, but for now we should focus on progress in the palace rather than trying to answer questions. True that. I mean, I already have several questions that I can't really have answered at the moment. Excuse me. Lots of open space in here. Oh, look! A door on the other end! Let's check it out! Doesn't this look kind of, Doesn't this look like some kind of research facility to you now? The further we progress, the more we see the palace for what it really is. Let's keep up the infiltrating. For sure. This is still a very, very large palace to navigate through. There's a lot that can go wrong within a very short period of time, so be prepared for anything. Just saying. Also, I would highly recommend trying to complete this entire palace in one trip. Otherwise, you may have a really, really rough time. Just saying. Psst, of course. Should have known that was locked. Whatever. No big deal. There's still plenty of places where we can go and take a look around. And also, we can unlock that door from the other side later. Which, that won't be too hard to do. Ooh, nice. More money for me. Definitely good to see that. And goodbye. Oh, yay! Fusion alarm time! Okay. Yeah. I was wondering, like, why do I not have Izagami no Okami Pikaro out? I really should be giving him experience right now, but alas, it is what it is. To be fair, Raoul is still super useful, and I also need to level it up as well. Way to be redundant. Ooh. Hang on a sec, Joker. That room's giving off a unique reading compared to the others in the area. It might be the video room we found. Will you try checking that out? It could turn up some clues. Although it looks like it doesn't open from this side, so we're gonna have to go the long way around.
Yes.
I agree with Oracle. It may not be a direct route to the treasure, but it's definitely something. We should make that room our goal for now as we progress. True. Very, very true. If we don't access that room, then we may end up getting screwed afterwards. Just saying. And by that, I obviously mean... Hi, how you doing? Okay, that was not the correct statement, but... What I'm trying to say is... If we avoid the room and just try to proceed, we will hit another roadblock in which we're forced to head back that way regardless. So... best to try to get it done and out the way immediately if we possibly can. Oh my god, get off the doors! If Blame Truth was playing this right now, he'd be shouting from the top of his lungs saying that he's stuck! Okay, probably not, but even so. Just saying, that's kind of funny. Kind of funny if you think about it. What's this? I've never seen one of these. What does it do? Looks like some kind of experiment from what I can tell. The dials affect the colored lights. But it doesn't seem like we need to mess with it to proceed. Those lit plants on the shelves are growing quite well. I wonder how this system works. Well, unfortunately we can't really find out at the very moment. But, even so... be sure to keep those colored things in mind because, oh boy, they're gonna be a real pain in the frickin' behind to work with in just a short while. One more thing worth mentioning here, the second will seed is around here. So be on the lookout for it.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, there it is. It's right behind this door. However, we can't access it from this side. What we need to do is take a very big roundabout way of getting up here. Or going around around and past the door. It's not going to be easy, but we can most certainly get it done. Hello, how you all doing? Get blasted. Ow. Oh, come on. Goodbye. That's what I wanted to do. Hello. Yes, please. Get wrecked. Thanks, On. Way to complete that ever so much faster. Just saying.
Let's go then.
Now then, as far as what to talk about today. Oh, hello. Oh, look. Oh, look. Another one of those doors. Deja effing foo. What do you want to do? Might as well check it out. Might as well check it out for now, right? Unfortunately, we can't really check it out at all. Because if we try to, then we're just going to be met with another security question of which we technically cannot answer. Even if you're a speedrunner, you cannot skip past that door. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anywho, why don't we head in here first before we head up the next spiral staircase? Because in here we have another one of Dr. Maruki's memories we're viewing, so let's take a look. Another video like the one we watched before. I don't like the idea of spying on someone's past, but we clearly don't have a choice in the matter. If watching this is our ticket forward, then I guess that's what we're doing.
Damn it! Just hearing it from you's pissing me off. You've come so far. What problem could they possibly have now?
I tried negotiating in person with the professor and the investors, but they simply wouldn't listen. Due to the lack of concrete evidence, all further research and funding in the field of cognitive science will cease. They told me it's already over and done with. But why now, of all times? When they first saw my paper, they were positively beaming with excitement.
In the research lab in Odaiba? They're not going through with that anymore?
Yep. Damn it. To hell with their concrete evidence. How are we supposed to get any evidence if we can't perform the research first? If we can change the cognition of trauma victims, their suffering can be eliminated. Who knows how many people could be saved with this research? How much more obvious could its benefits be?
So, do you really think the lack of evidence is the reason they shut it all down?
What do you mean?
It makes absolutely no sense to me. After all the time and money spent, to just cut off my research because it wasn't all proven sound immediately. Even if that was the result of some kind of conspiracy, what could I do about it? It's not like I have any proof.
I see. So, what are you gonna do now? Sponsors have backed out, so I doubt the college is gonna let you keep using their labs.
I'm done with that college. They have nothing for me at this point. I'll look for work elsewhere while I keep fleshing out that research paper. Eventually I'll prove the existence of the cognitive world. Once I've done that, no one will be able to complain. Rumi, I swear I'm going to do it. I have the power now. It cost me my life with you. So I'm going to rescue everyone from their pain. I don't care how long it takes me. It's going to happen.
Honestly, that is a pretty noble goal.
So that was another of Dr. Maruki's memories? Yes, I believe so. Seemed to be a much more recent memory than the first one we saw, though. His research was cut off.
So after the incident with his girlfriend, he progressed in his research to harness cognitive science as a healing practice. However, his research was shut down, and his career along with it. All he had left was his resolve to prove his research valid, then use it to save people. That seems to be the message delivered by the videos we found.
Couldn't have said it any better
It must
myself.
have been his dream to use his research to save people here.
If that sounds good to you, would you prefer we just turn around and go home?
That isn't an option.
Yeah, what she says. If anything, we've got to pull out all the stops to win this one.
Well, the vote was unanimous.
True that. I mean, if you really think about it, is Dr. Maruki changing the cognition of people really that bad? Well, yeah, it is. But at the same time, it really isn't. And that's one thing I really love about this palace and just this entire arc in general. It is one of the most thought-provoking arcs in the entire game. In fact, it is the most thought-provoking. It really brings your ideals into question. Like, is what you're doing really the right thing? Should you really just let him take control of everything? Or do you think, do you really think he's in the wrong? That's honestly a very good question.
Nuclear attacks won't work?
Okay.
Seems weak otherwise.
I'm gonna try putting you to sleep. Okay. Ooh, that'll work. Nice.
Think violent that time.
Say goodbye. Not quite done yet. Interesting.
Obliterated them. Nice job, Lois. Good work, everyone.
Here we go. All done here. On to the next.
Okay.
One thing I definitely would like to try to do before we head back into Mementos again is trying to get everyone up to at least level 95. I doubt that that's going to happen, but even so, that is a goal I would like to try to do, as that would make grinding that much less painful, you know? Even so, the reason why I want to do that is because the next time we return to Mementos again, we're not only going to be taking on a few more Mementos requests, which they will show up eventually here, but we're actually going to go and fight one of the super bosses. And no, it is not Lavenza. She is going to be saved for last. And yes, I know what I just said. Spoilers, whoops. Well, whatever. So, after you complete your first visit in Mementos within as soon as the third semester begins and all that, then and only then will you be able to fight the next two super bosses, which are available via New Game Plus. At least I'm pretty sure. I know one of them is New Game Plus exclusive. The other, I'm not 100% sure. Anywho. Whee! Okay, so much for that.
Will Seeds is here. Let's go ahead and take it off his hands.
Sounds good to me. On to the next one. Why did I say that? Whatever. We'll see number 2 is ours. Only one left. And this last Will Seed is going to be the hardest to get in the entire game.
That's our second Will Seed. This is going rather well.
It is. So anyway, as I was saying, the final Will Seed in the entire game is going to be the hardest to get our hands on, because it is locked behind one of the toughest puzzles in the entire frickin' game. And people said Okumura's Palace was difficult. Oh my god, you have seen absolutely nothing yet. Security lock currently engaged. Please answer the following identity authentication question. What was missing that caused the research into cognitive science to be shut down? That would be evidence. There we go. Door unlocked. And now we can move on. Authentication complete. Disengaging lock.
Yes.
It opened. Let's get moving, Joker. Oh, come on. Is the next question gonna be, what's Maruki's favorite snack or something? That's too funny and catchy, but you do have a point. I'll give you that much. Well, this is certainly different.
Hold a moment.
This is quite the change in environment. Where are we now? This is the psychological exam room. We conduct psychological tests so that we can offer patients the happiest and most ideal realities. If you are interested, please proceed down the hall and through the door to access the information panel. An exam room? Like a hospital exam room? Perhaps... what an odd place. The shadows here aren't attacking us. Don't they want to stop us? Strange as it may be, they don't seem to be hostile to us at all. Furthermore, I admit I'm curious as to what this exam entails. Joker, perhaps we can talk to these shadows and gather some useful information. Here's where the first whole complication thing starts coming into play. After we save our progress, you'll soon see what I mean.
I should write something.
Also, speaking of speaking of saving, we are going to be heading to the Velvet Room. Just so I can take advantage of another fusion alarm and all that jazz. Maybe we'll be able to fuse another super powerful persona. Now that Joker is max level, I'll be pretty much using any sort of personas that are super useful, like Sentinel. Alright, first off, time for some registrations. Okay. Anything for you? No. And no. Alright.
Would you like to register it? Please be aware that there is an alarm in effect. Let us aim for greater heights. This is a stronger version because of the alarm.
True that. Alright, let's see. Anything we can really make here? It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Sure, I can make the Tyrant Pistol EX, which, yeah, this is Joker's ultimate weapon. It has an attack of 666 by default, which, sweet Jesus, it really is something else.
You can make stronger protectors than usual.
Let's see here. Not really anything I really need per se.
Be cautious with your selections.
Now then, let's see if we can make something super neat. Alright.
Are you sure you want one this week?
You know what? Let's go with it.
Select a skill to inherit.
Alright, let's go with that, and just bring over all three since, well, we don't have much of a choice in the matter. Okay. When it comes to this particular persona, I'm not 100% sure if this one is one of those third semester exclusive personas or not. You know what? Go ahead and change the abilities. And it looks like we're going to be sacrificing this particular persona. Oh well, it's fine. And goodbye to Nuke Boost. And goodbye to that. Okay. I was really hoping that maybe we would get a bit of a better result than that, but oh well. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. You know what, let's go ahead and do it. I was not 100% sure if sacrificing Chimera was really that wise, but I think this will turn out just fine. Nice. Level 98 for Izagami no Okumi Pikaro. Goodbye to Ice Amp. It is not needed. Alright.
Why not set our sights a little higher?
Here we go. Alright, the deed is done. If you're wondering why I'm so obsessed with raising Izagami no Okumi Pikaro's stats, it's because I want to make sure he is more than fully prepared and maxed out as soon as humanly possible. But it definitely will not be easy. It'll require a ton of grinding, but it can most certainly be done. That much is certain.
I should write something.
Now then, let's begin this whole psyche evaluation thing. And yes, I know what I just said. Basically, talking to these shadows here will... they will more than likely enlighten us, or they will enlighten us all about the whole psyche evaluation thing. I don't even know. You are the Phantom Thieves, I assume. Normally I capture any intruders, but this area is free to any who wish to enter. I will grant you entrance to the exam room, should you desire. Allowing intruders to proceed? How odd. They must be awfully confident in their exam techniques. At any rate, such progression should work in our favor. We should make sure that we get our act straight for this. So what will it be? Depending on your reply, we'll have to respond accordingly. What kind of place is this? I see, so you're curious about our facilities. Very well. This is the lobby of the psychological exam room where we determine if patients are mentally sound or not. We find the flaws and potential issues in the patient's heart that even they may not be aware of.
Well,
And what exactly compares these examinations, or comprises? Beyond that hall lies the special exam room. There, each patient answers 3 simple questions. Touch the information panel to begin the process. Listen to the question and choose the elevator that corresponds with your answer. Please refrain from returning to the previous level until the exam is over, though. Treatment will be recommended depending on the patient's diagnosis. But this treatment, just like every other step of the process, has been designed with the patient in mind. Do not worry. If no abnormalities are found after the exam's completion, you will be presented with a small gift. For the sake of your own happiness, we ask that you answer all questions with honesty. Are you sure about that? So all we have to do is choose the answer we believe to be correct. Although I'm a bit hesitant to find out what they mean by treatment. Examine a person's heart, find their pain and regret, then distort their cognition. This is just the palace version of what Dr. Maruki does in real life. But if we make a mistake, does that mean they're going to change our cognitions? That's probably confined to the real world. Here, they probably mess with people's heads in some other way. Like maybe they hook you up to some machine, just like, BZZ! Hey, don't scare me like that! I mean, you have a persona that deals electric damage, so why would you not be scared? Or why would you be scared, rather? Oops. Well, whatever form his treatment takes, I'm sure we want no part of it for ourselves. Standing here attempting to imagine it won't do us any good, though. Let's take the exam and see where we wind up. If I can speak. Alright. Let the examination begin. Now, shall we? That receptionist told us that to start with the information panel. Oh, is that it? No, really? Hello, patients. Here is your first question. One day at school, you see that your good friend is being led away by a group of scary people. You want to help your friend, but if you fight them alone and lose, you can easily get hurt. But if you look for a teacher, there would be no danger to you. But if you don't succeed in time, your friend would most likely get hurt. Which would you do in this situation? A. Go after your friend, or B. Go get help. Once you made your decision, please take the corresponding elevator. Thank you.
Huh?
Neither answer is wrong, though. Yeah, but this is a medical exam, not a school one. They're trying to figure out whether or not you need treatment. So maybe go with the answer that you think Dr. Maruki would pick. So we have to try to figure out which one Dr. Maruki would pick. Oh, this is gonna be hard. It's hard to be sure of anything whatsoever right now. Why don't we try asking some of the other patients around here? They may only be cognitive beings, but they still have to take the exam just like we do. Maybe they can help us figure out which answer is right. I'm with Mona. Besides, if we try and fail, at least you gave it a shot. Although, I'm not opposed to just plowing our way through the whole exam, but if you refuse their treatment regimen, whatever it is, they're not going to take that lying down. TLDR, be ready to fight when it comes down to it. Very, very true. So, yep. Good idea to heal up before taking the exam.
Okay.
Alright, let's try asking this guy. You guys are dressed awfully fancy. It doesn't look like you're here for an examination. Have you chosen an answer? Definitely. Definitely A. If someone needs my help, I'm doing what needs to be done.
Oh?
Is there a reason you didn't even hesitate? My reason? Oh, well... Normally I wouldn't share this with someone I just met, but I was in this exact situation in the past. The difference is, that time I just acted like I didn't see anything and went on my way. I let my fear control me. Pretty pathetic of me, right? I've regretted it ever since. So I decided from now on, I'm going to help people in need no matter what happens to me. Yeah, stuff like that can make you feel totally horrible. Even if it ends up hurting, it's still better to go with whatever choice you won't regret later.
I'm on board.
A sounds like the right answer to me. Thanks. Well, that's the reasoning for my answer. Good luck to you, my dude. Okay, I'm going on ahead. See ya. That's quite an interesting argument. Let's see what the other person has to say first before we proceed.
Hey.
You got a sec? Oh, yes. How can I help you? What answer are you picking? I chose B. This is sort of embarrassing, but I'm never on the helping side. Someone always has to help me. I just don't have the courage to confront somebody. So you're the type to ask others for help. I mean, that ain't wrong, but don't you ever think to yourself, I want to help them? Of course I do. But even if I had the courage to step in, I might not be able to actually help. If that's the case, it's probably best if I go get help from someone else. That way, success is much more likely. That's also very true. So it's your consideration for others that made you choose B. Well, thank you for your time. You're very welcome. Now, if you would excuse me...
Well?
Now we know both sides of the story. But neither one's exactly wrong, right? I kinda get where they're both coming from. What matters is which one Dr. Maruki thinks is wrong. Why don't we collect our thoughts somewhere and talk out our answer? Thankfully, we can do just that in the nearby room.
Hey.
How about that empty room over there? Sounds good to me. Let's make a discussion. Let's use this place to sort our next step, Joker. Alright, let's figure this out. So, after some investigating, I think they use this place to test patients' mental states with a questionnaire. If they find any abnormalities, they will force treatment right away. Not sure what it is, but I suspect we should avoid it. So, if Dr. Maruki thinks we're fine as we are, we get to skip the treatment? Most likely. It may not be easy, but we'll have to try to think like Dr. Maruki whenever coming up with our responses. Sorry, Joker, but I ain't any good at this kind of stuff. The questionnaires are all yours, dude. Okay, let's think about how to handle the first question. What should we do, Joker? Let's review what we know. Alright, whose story you want to discuss? How about the strong-willed man first? He's the one who chose A, go after your friend. He said he'd help any person he might see who's in trouble. He had turned a blind eye in a similar situation in the past. His regret is the main reason he would intervene in the future.
Indeed.
Standing up to evil to help your friend certainly seems like the right thing to do. That would be correct, it would be correct if this were based on overly simplistic morals, but this is rather based on Maruki's viewpoint. You may find the man's stance admirable, but would Maruki do the same?
Well?
Right. The risk factor is what bothers me about this choice. Would you rather be hurt if you ended up failing? We have to consider Dr. Maruki's thoughts about that. Yeah, Dr. Maruki wants everyone to find their happiness, so that means... I guess that's about it for this one.
What are your thoughts?
What else? You have anything else to say? Let's review the reserved man.
Now then.
He's the one that chose B, go get help. He said there's a chance he wouldn't be able to help his friend alone, so he'd rather find a way to increase the odds. I get what he's saying, but it still bugs me. It's like he's just running away.
But...
Yes, but it's not as if his role priority was avoiding getting hurt. I wonder what Dr. Maruki would think about that. Remember what Dr. Maruki said on his last day at the school? He said it's okay to escape your problem if it becomes too painful. Do you think he considered this the same thing? I guess that's about it for this one.
What are your thoughts?
Why don't we change the topic and pick our answer?
Yep.
Okay, let's come up with an answer based on what we've heard. It really comes down to how Maruki would think about it. Risking yourself to help your friend or take the time to find dependable help. Determining which choice is incorrect is quite difficult. And neither choice guarantees your friend's safety if you think about it. Neither option sees any more success than the other when it comes to helping your friend. What do you mean?
Do you have a moment?
Your friend may end up hurt no matter which answer you choose, so that isn't the deciding factor here. The issue is that you may end up getting hurt. That's what we base our decision on. Great. Joker, you got this. I guess he's done thinking it over. But we should have enough information to make a wise decision. That part's up to you, Joker.
What's up?
And I think the answer here is pretty obvious. For the first question, at least. Thinking about Dr. Maruki and his thoughts and feelings on this whole matter, the answer should be B. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the answer that you really should select. If you get the answer on these examinations correct, then you will be awarded an item for each exam you answer correctly. If you choose the wrong answer, however, you'll be given a quote-unquote treatment plan. In other words, you got a pretty big fight on your hands. So, choose wisely. Alright, let's see what B-Lot has up our sleeve, and it looks like that was the correct answer. No abnormalities detected in query response. Please proceed to the next room. Hello there. Oh, you too, huh? They're calling this an exam, but all we're doing is walking along this one path. No bad news so far. I guess that really was the right answer. So it's better to just run from some shit than to try and help? I don't buy that. Maybe it means Maruki believes it's best to find a way to avoid being hurt. Nice running into you here, actually. You can have this. They were passing them out to everyone here, but I got more than I needed. Ooh, stronger left S. Thank you. It appears we're yet to finish the exam, though, if you'll excuse me.
Yes.
Alright, everyone, let's keep it up. Alright, what's next? On to question 2. We made it! The second question appears to have 3 possible answers, though.
Alright.
Let's find out what we're dealing with this time. And that's what we're going to be doing in just a little bit. So this room's for the wrong answer. What would have happened to us if we chose it? I guess we may as well check. Hello there. I thought I sensed someone. Maybe I just need a break. I've been helping patients with no end in sight. This is no good for me. A shadow. It's rather easy to imagine now what would have happened had we chose A instead. Looks like we were right choosing the answer that Maruki would believe is correct is the safest way for us to advance. Let's just sneak away. It'd be a pain if we had to deal with that. Funny enough, you can go back into these examination rooms after everything is said and done here. But there's not too much of a point in doing so other than information. Speaking of information, this is going to be rather interesting. Let's take a look at the questionnaire after we grab this. Good to see you again. Here's the second question. You have a personal dream that you really, really want to make come true. You've worked so hard to achieve it, but it's just not coming to fruition. It's causing you a lot of grief, but if you were to give up now, all your hard work is sure to be for nothing. Which would you do in this situation? A. Keep up the hard work. B. Do whatever it takes. C. Give up for a new dream. Please be honest about your feelings as you consider your answer. Thank you. We don't know enough to make a decision. We should gather information. Alright, let's go around and talk to these folks like we did last time. Another very complicated question with a not so straightforward answer. Maruki truly is something else, let me tell you. Whoa, don't you guys look crazy? Are you cosplayers or something? Those look like they took forever to make. That is just so awesome. Will you drop in for my stream sometime? Huh? What do you say?
Yeah.
What the heck is with this guy? He's so pushy. What stream? Oh, interested, are you? Well, I'm glad you asked. Alright, I should start at the beginning, so everything makes sense. He's babbling about himself. You just had to ask, Joker. I'm pretty sure that we need to select. Just tell me your answer. Oh, then I'll do just that. So I know it's probably not the answer for everyone, but I'm going to choose B. Do whatever it takes. I started streaming so I could strike in rich. With how streaming's blown up, if this goes well for me, I'd really be swimming in it, you know what I mean? Welcome to the club, my man. So you're doing it for the money. But it hasn't been as easy as I hoped. I posted videos every day, but my view count never went anywhere. But then I found the mother lode. There was a video someone uploaded where he just bashed on this celebrity so bad, it was ruthless. Oh gee, that sounds a lot like 8 Thoughts. If anyone doesn't know who he is, good on you. Moving on. And his view count was through the roof. That's when I knew I had to do what I had to do to make it. From then on, I switched over to solely posting bash vids, Lo and behold, my view count started to shoot up. Oh, so he's flame baiting, saying outrageous stuff just for the attention. So all this stuff you're going on about, basically it boils down to you talking shit about other people for money, yeah? You really nailed it there. People hate on me night and day in the comments. They even point me on the street now. But I'm not doing anything illegal or anything, and that's better than what I could have ended up in. I walked away from my job because the stress was killing me, but then I became a real burden to my parents for a while. But if I'm a famous streamer, I can make enough money to survive and pay my parents back, right? Right? I don't know how I should feel about all this. You spread negativity, but it's not entirely for personal gain. Are you guys gaining an interest in me? Maybe we can come up with some kind of collab together. Yeah, whatever. Just go already. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Which channel? Your Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, or wherever else there's a subscribe button? Well, regardless of your reason, B is clearly the incorrect answer. I think. What can I help you with? I'm curious about your answer. The people here are pretty chatty, aren't they? Not that I mind, of course. About the question, I suppose I'm going with A. Keep up the hard work. Does that mean you have a dream already? Yes, I guess you can say so. You probably wouldn't be interested in hearing all of that, though. I'm a musician, but I'm still at a point where I can only play out on the street. I work a part-time job so I can afford lessons. In my spare time, I'm always recording demos or practicing. Whenever I come up with something I like, I send it out for potential auditions. Despite all that, I'm just not getting anywhere. Maybe I don't really have the knack for it.
No!
But working hard towards your dream is healthy. You're right, thank you. I was just being hard on myself for a moment there. When I come home from work and lie down in my bed by myself, I just get so worried. When things are going badly, I start to break down and ask myself, how much longer can I do this? But all I can do is believe in my ability. Yeah, believe in my ability. I love music so much, I have no intention of quitting.
Thank you very much.
I hope you make it big soon. Thinking about that particular response, you're welcome, see you. I can't believe I just admitted all of that to complete strangers. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Considering that particular response, and considering what Dr. Markey would think in this situation, I think our answer is pretty damn clear. But let's see what else we can find out here. What do you want? Which one are you choosing? This? Does it actually matter? I'm pretty sure it won't make a difference. Well, if I had to choose, I'm going with C. Give up for a new dream. I mean, the other ones apply even less to me than that one. What do you mean? Don't you want to make your dream come true? Whoa there, hold on a sec. That's like for people who have big dreams, right? Besides, trying hard isn't actually gonna solve anything. Why wear yourself down to nothing over some dream? It'd be a lot simpler to just choose an easier dream. I personally believe that pursuing something is a wonderful thing. I suppose it depends on the person. Probably, yeah. I got tired of doing stuff like that, so I just quit. If I had a dream I actually cared about, it might be different, but I don't have anything like that. Failing after trying your hardest hurts the worst. That's what it all boils down to, you know. So he's avoiding dreams that might not come true because it's easier? That's not the worst advice, but still. Aren't you guys taking the elevator? Then I'm going on ahead. Yeah, based on what these people are saying here, I think C is the correct answer. I think we've heard all the sides of the situation, but perhaps we should gather somewhere to discuss it. We will, but as you saw there was a vent around here. Not up here, though. It's on the top of the other bookshelf. Don't worry, these people aren't going to be freaking out or anything like that. Let's see what we can find up here. Ooh, treasure. This place. Look! Outside the window! That's where the elevator leads, right? Well, they did call it an exam room. This could very well be monitoring the psychological state of every patient in the room. You mean they might be watching us this whole time? That's so creepy. Creepy is right. I just wish there was some way we could benefit from this. Although, I think we technically can benefit from this. If we take a look at these rooms carefully, we might be able to figure out which of these is the incorrect answer. So that's how they spy on everyone in the exam room. So, are you guys as bored as I am? Depending on where we check, we might be able to pick up something beneficial. Okay. Whoops. God damn it. I was hoping for some additional dialogue options here, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. When it comes to future floors, we will have to keep in mind that there are going to be rooms like this where we can get a good sneak peek of what the correct answer actually is. And I'm pretty sure C is the correct one, so there's no need to discuss it any further.
What do you want
Do you want to take elevator C? Yeah, let's go. And lo and behold, it is! No abnormalities detected in query response. Please proceed to the next room. I guess we were right, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Hello there. We meet again. Oh, it's you two, huh? Who wants to get all serious about stuff, am I right? It's not like we agree with you. We were just trying to avoid the wrong answer. What do you mean, wrong answer? There's no right or wrong answers here. Don't get so stressed over this. Those guys seem like they know what they're doing. Oh, wait, let me give you this before I go. Ooh, thank you. They handed them out just a second ago, but I don't need it. Thanks, dude. See you around, cosplay kids. Dr. Markey thinks people should give up on their dreams. More accurately, he thinks people shouldn't cause themselves pain in their pursuit of dreams. Something to that effect. This exam is likely intended to filter people who are inclined to do such a thing. At any rate, contemplating the completed questions is nothing but a waste of time. Very true, Akechi. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Hello. Looks like we got a very big question to answer here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, we got 5 choices this time? My brain can't take this shit anymore. Can't we just pick a random elevator and be done with this shit? I understand how you feel, but we can't give up before we even tried. Come on, let's see what our question is. Why don't we check out the other rooms first? First off, damn, nothing. Was hoping for a little something, but nah. Nothing in that room. And nothing in here. Other than creepy faces.
Hey.
Let's see what the next question is, Joker. Fine. I wanted to explore a little bit more before taking a look at it, but oh well, what can you do? Alright, I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Welcome back yet again. Let's move on to the third question. You've gained the power to steal people's hearts. Thoughts, emotions, information. You can steal all of it from anyone in the world. Not only that, you can use this power without fear of ever getting caught. In this scenario, which sounds closest to what you would do? A. Steal something valuable. B. Never steal anything. C. Steal your own heart to heal. D. Steal evil hearts to fix society. Or E. Steal the one I love's heart. Please follow the previous procedure to answer the question. Thank you. What the? Is this question about us? Well, obviously it's D. Let's roll. Actually use your brain. Actually use your brain. You're not even trying. So the conditions this time are that we won't get caught and that we can only choose one use for our ability. We should bear those in mind as we consider our answer. Assuming you have a mind in the first place. Hey, ragging on Mona ain't cool. Yeah, thanks, but I don't think I was the one being insulted here. Yeah, this is a very complex question, not as straightforward as the others that we've encountered so far. And it's only going to get harder from here, so let's see what other people have to say. Start with you. Hello, are you all here for the exam as well? Yes, we're going around asking how others intend to answer the questions. Have you come to a decision yet? As a matter of fact, yes, I'm gonna go with B. Never steal anything. Alright, would you steal anything? Excuse me. Well, I have a wife and a daughter. We're not exactly wealthy by any definition, but we're happy as we are. If I ask for too much, I'll wind up losing something in exchange. And I just wouldn't do anything that could bring harm to my family. You must care quite a bit for them. It could also just be plain old cowardice. That could explain why I still haven't gotten any promotions yet. Family's important and all, but don't you want to, like, do something big with your life? Maybe when I was little, but even then, I wouldn't have asked for much. I have my family, and that's good enough for me. So he cares for his family and doesn't want much else of life besides them. It doesn't do anyone any harm, and on top of that, there aren't any big risks or dangers involved. If those are all the relevant factors, then this guy seems to be on the level, but it all depends on what Maruki would think. Well, I'm gonna get going now. It may sound obvious that B is the correct answer, but there's more to it than meets the eye, trust me. We have some more answers to figure out here. So, why don't we get to it? Man, you all look so tense. Do you come here to become happy too? Good guess. I mean, everyone wants to be happy, right? I know I do. Have you decided your answer yet? I guess after thinking about it, I pick whatever would get me the most money. I know stealing isn't the best behavior, but we all need money no matter what, yeah? That's true. I work in fashion retail. My dream's to open my own boutique one day. And that's not something I'm going to do without money. I know that for sure. So you'll choose A, steal something valuable? I'd probably do it if I was actually able and no one would find out. But, I mean, that's totally impossible. It's fine to fantasize about stuff like that, you know? So she would wish to fund her dream if there were no risks involved. I suppose we should consider what Dr. Maruki's stance on that would be. So in other words, she's going with answer A. Oh, I meant to mention about your outfits. How should I phrase this? Clothes are the biggest part of the first impression. You should probably put more consideration into yours. Well, screw you too. My clothes are actually super nice. We got some information, but not a lot compared to the last one. There's quite a few answers, so we can only figure out so much.
May I get a word?
Actually, wasn't there some sort of surveillance room? Do you think we could find a way into it? Ho, good idea. Maybe we can see the right answer. Either that or just pick an elevator. It's your call, Joker. let's do a bit more investigating. Maybe we can find out some more information on narrowing down what could be the correct answer. And even if we choose wrong, it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, it isn't. Especially if you're a high enough level and you're nearly maxed out as far as experience is concerned, you should be fine, even if you do pick the wrong answer. Hello, what do we have here? It does in fact look like they're observing everyone who undergoes the exams. So, there's another one in here. Maybe we can peek at the results. Let's take a look around. And it looks like we have our result right here. We can listen in on some conversations here. I never get along with my husband. I actually hated him. But recently I've been thinking maybe it was all my fault. But now I started to hate myself more and more every day. So that's why you want to steal your own heart. Well, worry yourself no more. This treatment will instantaneously bring you your happiness.
Come on, man.
Damn, they're just throwing treatment at her right away. Her reply was C, steal my own heart to heal. Admitting to have a problem is practically begging for treatment in this place. So, in other words, that was the incorrect answer. Let's see what else we can find out. On to the next room. And it's not this one. Hello there. Get smacked. Oh, looks like it's time for me to change the battery. Or change controllers, rather. BRB. This is why it's always a good idea to have a second controller on standby. You never know. If the battery ends up going down on you, oh dear, that's rough. Hey, look, a shadow. That must mean... Yep. I've always been popular with men. I never had a problem getting a boyfriend. But the person I loved the most would never even look at me. Then one day, I saw him with someone who I figured was his girlfriend. So I thought, if only I could steal his heart. I see. That must have been very difficult for you. However, the ideal reality is one where every single person is happy. Such self-centeredness has no place there. Happiness gained by depriving others of their own is, in actuality, unhappiness. You too can become happy, though. I don't think this is the right one. She answered E. Steal the one I love's heart. Happiness gained by depriving others of their own unhappiness. I have no idea what she means by that.
Hey.
It may not be a lot, but we did gather some information after all. Why don't we try to hash this out where we think Dr. Maruki would consider the right answer? And thankfully, if you're good at memorizing things, especially when it comes to the answers here, the rooms are color-coded, same with the answers. So, yellow and green are the incorrect answers. So if you can't remember the letters, at least remember the colors that correspond to those letters. Alright. So that pretty much leaves us with a couple of different options. Obviously, these two are not the correct ones. We have A or no. We have B, D, and A. Unfortunately, we don't really have that much information to go by, but it'll be better than nothing. Let's see what we can figure out here. Alright, third question. We have a bunch of choices to go through, so let's be nice and mythological about it. Let's review what we know. Alright, let's try the confident-looking woman. She's the one who chose A, steal something valuable. She aspires to have her own store someday. She said if she wouldn't get caught, she might do it so she can make her dreams come true. I can relate to her problem. It seems one can never have enough money. With enough money, I could buy all the art supplies I need. I could even stop cultivating daikon sprouts. Fox Senpai, I have some questions about you about how you actually survive day to day. We'll fill you in later. So that's the gist of that person.
What are your thoughts?
How about the composed man? He chose B, never steal anything. He said he doesn't want much besides his family. He said he's happy enough being with them. Well, if he's happy, doesn't that make it a good answer to Maruki? But there was something about how he said it. He said it was good enough, right? He may be happy, but I don't know if that alone would suffice for Dr. Maruki. That about sums up that person. So it sounds like to me that that is the correct answer. Or no, the first answer is the correct one.
What are your thoughts?
Alright, let's pick our answer. We need to think carefully about what this question really asks of us. Like Crow pointed out, what bugs me is how it asks you what you would steal without fear of ever getting caught. True, the question does seem different from the previous two.
Well,
even when it comes to the people who said they wouldn't do anything unsavory. If they were to know for certain they would never be caught, their morals could easily slip. Perhaps Maruki is trying to catch such a selfish individual with this exam.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what happened to anyone who answers E. Anyone who wishes to steal the heart of their love is deemed abnormal. We should exclude the options to steal from superficial reasons so that it eliminates both A and E. Also, the person who chose C, the one who said she'd steal her own heart, she looked like she was about to be treated.
Yep.
Well, duh. If you say something's wrong with you in an exam, you're gonna get some kind of treatment. So that one's out too. That only leaves B and D. Either never steal anything or steal evil hearts to fix society. D, obviously. That's what I'd go with. If we put Skull's brain-dead input to the side for now, as I said earlier, Maruki's trying to find individuals exhibiting morals even in a no-risk scenario. He also wishes for people to be wholly fulfilled, not some compromised middle position. You have all the information you need, Joker. I'm sure you've already figured it out.
What are your thoughts?
So, as far as picking the right answer, I have a feeling that the answer is... Okay, not that one. Which one is D or the one... Okay. Okay. I think the answer is D. I feel like D is the correct answer. But which one is D? This one is B. Alright. Let's go with this and see what it does. And survey says that was incorrect. God damn it. A shadow? Wait, does that mean we got it wrong? No abnormalities detected in query response. Examination complete. We have determined that your heart is whole. Please proceed to the upper level. May you enjoy your wonderful new reality free of worry and strife. Wait, that was the correct answer? Congratulations on completing the exam. We received notice from the reception desk. No abnormalities in your results, it appears. It appears that your hearts are happy and fulfilled. Welcome to your new life. I guess we passed without them finding any abnormalities. What a relief. But what's he mean fulfilled? He doesn't even get that we just picked all the answers we knew they want to hear. Shut up, Skull. As a welcoming gift, please allow me to heal your aching bodies. Also, please accept this small token of our gratitude for your coming here. Thank you. And we get ourselves a bead chain. Nice. Now, please make your way to the paradise, just beyond the gate. So, We were right after all. Nice. That went rather well. And what's even more hilarious is that this was the first time I actually picked all the correct answers. What can I say? There's a lot of there are a lot of different thoughts and opinions on all the different answers of which can be provided here.
For real?
What the? They're just passing through that weird wall. What even is that? Whoa, so sci-fi! Had we failed the psychological exam, they would have treated us. Since our answers were satisfactory, I suppose we brought to this passageway instead. Let's head on in. Okay, just be careful.
Damn it.
Whoa, what the hell? Abnormality brainwave pattern detected. Access denied. Please report to the counseling room for further instructions. What? Who are you calling abnormal hearts? We passed your stupid test and everything. But we weren't answering honestly. We're gonna be seen as abnormal no matter what, considering we were here to stop Maruki and all. Excuse me. But that means we can't get past here no matter what. Ah, damn it! I'm finding a way past this thing even if it kills me! Well, don't. Because there's actually a vent just over here that leads to another room. And here we are. By the way, this particular room is where you would end up if you got any answers incorrect. Or at least the last one. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's with these guys? Whoa! Look at all those fancy machines they're wearing.
I see.
Well, we came here from an exam room, so it logically follows that this is the counseling room and those people are... That's what treatment is? I'm sure as hell don't... It sure as hell don't look like it to me. Don't sweat it too much. They're all cognitive beings. Let's just keep moving. Fair enough. Anyway, if you're wondering what's in the previous room, don't worry, we're gonna go and check it out. I know there's a safe room just behind me, but the reason why I didn't go that way is because there's more to this area. Oh, hello. That was unexpected. But hey, that's fine. Alright, time to have some fun. Kinda wish that we had some of our SP restored, but oh well. Goodbye. Time for a beatdown. Alright, that didn't quite work out as well as I hoped. Let me fix my camera real quick once more. Don't worry, there aren't any white lines this time, it's just...
Having trouble?
Yeah, I was, not necessarily being lit up correctly. And it still appears to be the case. So, apologies if I look like I'm being snapped out of existence. What can you do? Thanks, Violet. Time to finish it up. And say goodnight. Nice. Alright, on. Time to move on. What do we got next? Funny enough, this is another one of those exam rooms. As far as what's down here, I think it's the same sort of idea. Where if you chose wrong, then yeah, these rooms are pretty much saying, hey, you need some help. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm even coming back down here, it's just to mark the spots on the map, making sure it's all squeaky clean, fully detected, and ready to go. Not only that, but it also allows me to gain some additional treasures if needed.
It's just...
Right.
Let's do it.
Roughly 2 hours and 35 minutes into this session now. We can keep going a little bit longer. Obviously. Alright, let's see what's next on the agenda. Looks like we got another one of those rooms where we can view another one of Maruki's memories. Interesting.
Oh.
Huh. Huh, another TV. Looks like we're in for another movie. Oh, but not right now, at least. There's no tape in the player. No doubt we'll need to find one in order to proceed. Let's start looking. As far as finding this tape is concerned, that really shouldn't be too hard to do. And, by the way, even though it looks like we're supposed to head down, don't worry about doing that yet. You're first going to be needing to access the security, or no, access the tape. That way, when you complete the room down below, you'll be able to proceed without any additional roadblocks or difficulties. Speaking of difficulties, say hello to this asshat. And that one. There are a lot of powerful enemies around here. Hey, those are some scary looking shadows. Make sure we don't get caught. Looks like we got shadows patrolling the area. Make sure no one sneaks up on us while we hunt down that videotape. And if you're under-leveled here, then avoiding combat is highly recommended. Otherwise, if you are of a good enough level, then feel free to challenge these guys. It won't be too bad. Just make sure their shadow indicator is either green or blue. Or yellow at the absolute least. My lord, why can't I speak? No idea. Anywho, if you're wondering why I'm even up here, believe it or not, there's actually a treasure around here. You can also use the scaffolding up here to sneak around the enemies if you need to. But you also miss out on potential experience and even some new persona opportunities. So keep that in mind. Could have swore there was a way up here.
I can see it.
Aha! Here we go. Apologies for running around like a headless chicken for so long. These places, especially this particular palace, is very complex to navigate through, and it's also super easy to get lost in. So if you have no sense of direction or have no idea where the McFlip you're supposed to go, oh dear, you're going to be in for a very rough, really bad time here. Just saying, it ain't fun.
Focus.
But eventually you'll be able to figure out where you need to go just by simply feeling around the walls and all that other jazz. What do we got over here? Let's find out what's in that box. Cleaning spray. Nothing here. Let's look elsewhere. So, when it comes to these boxes, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find some pretty useful items in here. Not only that, but as we continue to look around here, we may actually find some very interesting pieces of research data.
I can see it.
Let's see what we got over here. Another relax gel. Nothing here. Let's look elsewhere. Well, that wasn't super useful, but hey, I'm not opposed to having another relaxation gel, so I'm fine with that, honestly. By the way, if you're trying to figure out where this tape could potentially be, take a look around areas where you think are heavily guarded. If it's difficult to get to, then more than likely that's where you need to go. A bead? Nothing really in there at all. But hello, looks like we got some more friends to deal with. Let's join the patrol. Apparently some intruders rejected treatment and are currently roaming the facility. If they refused our master's salvation, they truly are beyond help. We must capture them quickly. Don't forget to lock the door. Looks like we got even more shadows now. That room they exited looks kind of suspicious though. Maybe we should take a peek. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. But first, what we got over here? June 3rd. My thesis is proceeding bit by bit. The more research I perform, the more I recognize the dangers of cognitive science. It's definitely contributed to my suspicions over my research being shut down. No matter what, I must complete my thesis as soon as possible. My biggest problem is my lack of research subjects. If only I could find some hint about the cognitive world, about this power I received. I'm not giving up. Funding or no funding, I will complete my thesis. I will save everyone. What could this be? A diary? Looks like it. Judging from what's written inside, it's most likely Maruki's. Even that video from earlier, he just really loves talking about himself. Doesn't look like he has any meaning to it either. Not sure if it'll come in handy for the investigation, but let's hold on to it and see if we can find the other ones. Fair enough. As we continue to investigate and figure things out around here.
There's a tough-looking opponent ahead.
You sure? You guys are... Doesn't look to be that tough to me. Goodbye. Alright. Hello there, beautiful. Get smacked. What do we got in here? Let's find out what's in the box. And survey says... nothing at all. Wow, that's unfortunate. Huh. You would think you would get something out of it, but apparently not. I suppose that's fine. Still worth the investigation, though.
I'm detecting a badass.
Show me your true form.
And that badass is a dead ass. Well, that room is completely locked off. But I know there is a way to unlock it, so that won't be too hard to figure out.
Seems like you can reach another area with your grappling hook. I wonder where it leads.
Good question. We'll figure that out soon enough.
It's somewhere.
As far as getting to this next room, or the locked room, is concerned, it's going to be a little bit tricky. But I know that we can get there. Somehow. I don't think it's going to be this way, but... yeah, it doesn't look like it. Dang it. Oh well. It's fine. I love getting lost in palaces such as these. The complexity is absolutely overwhelming, am I right? So, again, good rule of thumb, if you don't know where to go, use your third eye ability, and eventually you'll find something here. And here we are. That was easy. Down we go.
I found a chest. What do you want to do, Joker?
Why don't we open it and see what's inside? Okay. Nice new vest. I'll take it. First, let's unlock this door and see what we can find over here. Let's find out what's in that box. I mean, it required quite a bit of effort, but even so, here we are. The old videotape.
Oh yeah!
Ha ha ha! We got it! Now to go watch the thing. That's the key to our success. Let's get back to that TV room. Awesome. Okay. Now that all the enemies are cleared out of this place, we don't need to worry about getting ambushed anytime soon. But it would still be a good idea to save your progress after we view the videotape. Otherwise, oh dear. Just oh dear. Let's just go with that for now. Well, we got the tape. I wonder what we'll see this time. I'll wager this much, it won't be pleasant. Regardless, we should watch it sooner rather than later. True that.
So, you're Sumire Yoshizawa, huh? I'm Dr. Maruki. I'll be your counselor. First of all, thank you for coming to see me.
Yes. Thank you for seeing me. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to discuss. I only came here today because my parents wanted me to.
That's fine. So, do you want to just chat until our time's up then?
Chad, huh?
Of course. It's not really possible for us to talk about things you don't want to discuss anyway. I've also got some sweets and some salty snacks there. Feel free to have at them.
Oh yes, thank you so much.
So, let's start with, how about, what'd you eat for lunch yesterday? I'll go first. The other day, a friend of mine gave me a ton of apples. I've grown tired of just eating them by themselves. Yesterday, I thought, why not try using them as a meal ingredient? So, I tried making an apple dish for lunch, but that didn't turn out too hot. What do you think I ended up making?
I have no clue.
Probably an apple pie?
Shrimp and chili sauce with apples. You know how sweet and sour pork can have pineapple in it? I was going for that, but...
Wow.
Sounds like it didn't work for you.
Exactly.
Make for good ingredients, though. If you grate them, you can make a surprisingly versatile sauce. I use it in plenty of my food. It's pretty nutritious and good for digestion.
You cook, Yoshizawa-san? I'm impressed that you care so much about nutrition. You must be really on top of things.
I'm just active, that's all. I'm a gymnast. My coach has told me more than once to be conscious of everything I eat.
I see. How's practice going for you? Has it been rough lately?
It has been rough. I mean, it's nothing I can't handle, but it's not going well. I don't even know what I want to do anymore.
Sorry to hear it. Do you enjoy gymnastics?
I'm not even sure of that. My older sister and I made a promise. We'd both compete and win the biggest gymnastics awards in the world. But she passed away. She protected me from a car. I stole Kasumi's dream away from her. I can't do it anymore. I can't just go on like this. If Kasumi were here instead, I know she'd make her dream come true. Only Kasumi could have done it. No matter how long I try to compete, it's not going to change anything. I'm sorry.
There's no need for you to apologize in here. If there's something you need to get off your chest, please do so.
Sometimes I can't help but think things would have been better if I were Kasumi Yoshizawa. After all, just wishing to make her dream come true does nothing for her in reality.
Making dreams come true, huh? Well, I don't think your train of thought is strange at all, Yoshizawa-san. In fact, wanting to become somebody else isn't necessarily an entirely bad thing.
You think so?
Everyone is capable of changing themselves. Your imagination's your only limit. That's why, if you aspire to be more like another person, it's actually possible. Thought exercises like, would that person do this? Or realizations like, that person wouldn't do that. These sorts of thoughts can lead people to change themselves in ways that more closely mirror the target person. Can you still imagine what your sister was like?
Yes.
If your sister were in your shoes, what do you think she'd do?
Well, she wouldn't cry. If she had the time to do that, she'd just practice more instead.
Fair enough.
Dr. Maruki, I want to become Kasumi.
I know. And I'm sure you can too. Just believe in yourself.
Whoa!
How about it? Are you feeling any better now?
Damn, Maruki. You're really something else.
I feel like a weight's been lifted off of me. You're amazing, Doctor.
It's no big deal. Still, it seems like my counseling approach does some good after all.
All right. I'm not sure how to put it, but I feel like I've been reborn all over again.
Really? I'm very glad to hear it. Feel free to drop by again sometime, should anything come up. We can even just have a chat, like today.
Thank you. Then we could pick up where we left off talking about...
Something the matter?
Now that I think about it, I'm not any good at cooking. I don't know why I said those things earlier. My younger sister's the one who was really great at it.
That's right. Kasumi Yoshizawa?
Yes? What is it?
Oh, nothing. I'm so glad I was able to help you. Good luck with your training.
Right. I'll do my best. For Sumire's sake and mine.
Oh, that's just nuts.
Was that?
It was.
It was a counseling session I had with Dr. Maruki. It was just after after my sister passed away. From that moment on, I lived my life really believing I was Kasumi.
It was all due to the rewriting of your cognition. His actualization, as we've started calling it.
Okay, but I've been wondering something. So, it was only Sumire who believed that she was Kasumi, right? I assumed someone in your family or one of your friends would have noticed you going by the wrong name right away.
Well, I can certainly remember being called Kasumi by everyone else, too.
It might be more accurate to say you misheard or misunderstood the name you were being called. Like everyone kept calling you Sumire, but your cognition made you hear it as Kasumi.
So that's why nobody thought it was weird, including her folks and herself. Damn.
This must be part of the whole salvation nonsense Maruki's trying to pull over on us.
That memory may have been kept here in video form because he truly does wish for Violet to be happy with life.
I admit, I really did feel saved in that moment when I became Kasumi, but at the same time, I ran from my life as Sumire. I'm genuinely grateful for what Dr. Maruki did for me, but I'm done running. Let's get going.
That, my friends, is what we call escapism. Escapism is one of the most complex psychological matters to discuss with any human being ever. And it really comes down to the individual. Like, is escapism really worth it to that person? Or do they need a different approach? I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or anything of the sort, so I can't really say if that's truly the correct answer or not. What is correct? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. For anyone who works with other human beings in that sort of capacity, feel free to share your thoughts either in the comments section below if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, or if you're here in the stream itself, feel free to share your thoughts now.
Huh?
Whoa! Beefcake's shadow at 12 o'clock! He appears to be blocking the only path forward in the palace. We'd better prepare for a fight.
Joker.
He looks really tough. Are you ready, Joker? Good to go.
Yes.
Alright, let's do this. Are you the Phantom Thieves? We're here to destroy the phony utopia your boss is trying to make. Would you mind getting out of the way? Foolish rebels. You won't take one step past here. Not so sure about that. But you do have a point. You're a very big boy, and you definitely need to brought down a peg or two. So, as far as this guy's concerned, it drains fire, nullifies electricity, resists nuke, and resists physical-based attacks. But everything else is fair game.
Okay.
Alright, let's get to work now, shall we?
It's strong. Use anything but fire skill.
How about this?
Let's raise that crit rate. Well, that kind of blew. That blew up in my face pretty badly. Oh well. Oh wow, I'm surprised that even worked. Goodbye. Alright. Normally I would do an all-out attack right there, but I did not want to take a chance on that. I was kind of hoping for a crit. Oh well. Nice! Here we go! Alright. Let's try this. Okay, that was a dumb idea. Okay.
There.
This is gonna hurt. As far as this guy is concerned, he really isn't that difficult of a fight from what I've experienced. But that doesn't mean that you can let your guard down, because, let me tell you, you really, really shouldn't. Thankfully, it seems you can inflict this guy with status ailments, and it's highly recommended that you do. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a very rough battle. I know I just said that this guy isn't too bad as far as a fight is concerned, but even so, still something worth mentioning. I could have swore I had a persona that can inflict... Aha! Here you go. Nice. Time to finish it. And that, as they say, is that. Alright. Very nice. Phew, we did it! Everything going on here is so bizarre, though. Changing people's cognitions and rewriting their realities as happy ones. You may consider this a form of treatment, but I would assertively decline such a procedure for myself. Let's move out. We need to stop Dr. Maruki. We really do. Because him altering reality like this, yeah, his intentions are pure, but at the same time, this is just wrong. Okay, next security lock currently engaged. Please answer the following authentication question. How do many adolescents react when they are close to another who is more talented than themselves? Let's see. By wishing to be that person. That is the answer. There we go. That question is a little bit complex to figure out, but if you were paying attention to the previous videotape with Sumire here, then you should be able to figure it out without too much trouble. We did it! I never would have thought I'd be the password to someone's security. Fair enough. These things happen once in a while. Don't worry about it. Wait, what the hell am I saying? They don't happen hardly ever. Oh boy, this is gonna be a real fun part of the palace. I wonder if a safe room is nearby. It is not. You know what? Screw it. Let's just keep going. I know we're close to the 3-hour mark, but let's take care of the hardest part of the palace now. Remember what I alluded to before about this particular place being even harder than Okumura's palace and the fact that you will not survive here? Well, this is it. Welcome to the colored puzzle bridge section. Where are we? What a change in scenery. We were just in a science lab, and now... Quite. It's almost as if we're in... Whoa, look over there! Those people are floating away. What on earth is going on? Whatever it is, it's most likely has to do with Maruki's cognition in some way. I'd say he believes anyone who undergoes his treatment wind up feeling downright rapturous. So he actually thinks he's sending them to paradise? Maruki must really be convinced he's doing the right thing. Dr. Maruki. Mona-senpai, the treasure's above this room, right? Yeah, I think we're pretty close. The real problem is actually getting up there. There's some stairs, but there's a big old hole in the middle of them. They got thick-looking vines growing out both sides, too. Think we can use them somehow? We don't know if they'll support our weight. I'd rather not take any unnecessary risks. The steps do extend partially outwards, so there should be some method to turn them into safe passageways. At least that's what prior palace experiences makes me think. I must agree, and it looks like there may be a device for doing just just that right over there. Think it could help? Well, let's say we don't waste any time then. Why don't we check it out? What is this? It's a light control switchboard. It's for adjusting brightness on the colored lights. So the light on that gate in front of the stairs, right now, see that light? See the light on that gate in front of the stairs? Right now, that color to the dimmer switch panel matches that of the light. Now that I take a closer look, the vines appear to form stairs where the light is shining. I believe we'll be able to change the available paths as we alter the lighting. Alright, Joker. Try out the dimmer switch and try the color scheme. Change the color schemes of lights. Alright. Thankfully, if you're trying to figure out what combination you need in order to proceed, there is a very handy-dandy little color mixing chart on the left-hand side of the machine. And these different colors that we're going to be working with are the three primary colors of red, green, and blue. And depending on the combination will result in a different color, and thus a different bridge opportunity will become available. And rather than explain absolutely everything that makes absolutely no sense, why don't we just show by example? There we go. We fixed the stairs! It appears the vines grow where the color of light matches the color of flowers. The switch also seems to affect any light in the immediate area. I wonder if there are any more of them in here. Point is, we can use these light switch thingamajigs to make the vines grow, right? Let's get to work, Joker. Indeed.
Ah, a treasure chest.
We'll definitely be grabbing said chest in just a moment. When it comes to navigating through this room, or just this particular part of the dungeon, sweet merciful Jesus, this is going to be quite fun. And I'm pretty sure the next safe room isn't going to be for quite a while now. First the stairs, now the wall of vines? We grew stairs out of vines by manipulating light switches. Shouldn't we be able to do the same with this wall? One thing to keep in mind is, when it comes to these switch puzzles, a lot of these panels you'll only have access to one or two colors. It's not too often that you'll have access to all three. So, consider your options carefully before proceeding. Sometimes you'll have to turn off certain colors in order to proceed. Yes. The wall's gone! Now we can keep advancing. Man, turning lights on to make sets of stairs, turn lights off to get rid of walls. I wish we could just crank all the dials and be done with this. Pretty much everyone who's completed this particular part of the game ever. Not only that, we only have access to the red lights here. Should we find any additional switches, I doubt we'll have access to all the colors there either. That's something we'll have to keep in mind going forward. It's true. Also, be on the lookout for any enemies around here. They're still going to be roaming around the bout, and they're still going to be more than willing to kick your ass, if you let them. Okay, so as far as where we need to go to next. It seems pretty obvious that we need to take the stairs, but going that way, it doesn't seem like that's the right call. Again, before flipping any switches, take a look around and see what you can find. See where you can and can't go, and then make a decision from there. Once you're able to figure it out, then you can try to proceed. Let's try this one. Alright. Well, that didn't quite work out. Alright, we'll try the first panel again. Or actually, we'll try this one instead. Okay, I think that ought to do it. If it doesn't, well then it doesn't. Yeah, that was definitely not the right way to go. So why don't we try that again? By the way, if you're having trouble figuring out what a combination... Nah, blah, 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 blah. If you're having trouble figuring out what color combination that you need in order to proceed, you can change the camera view by pushing triangle when looking at this puzzle. Here you'll be able to figure out what stairs form and which ones do not. You can also change the camera around a bit as well to get a better view of where you need to go. There are a preset number of camera angles that you can take a look at. If you flip one switch but you're not confident in its results, you can always just cancel your actions and just switch everything back to the way it was. There we go. That takes care of that one. I don't think we need to flip the blue switch. At least not from our current position. But there is still this one.
We'll see if it's good.
Alright. This one looks like we need purple. Alright, let's keep up the pace. We gotta match the color of the lights with the flowers, right? So, anyone remember seeing a purple switch yet?
I may have thought of something.
This is just a guess, but I think we can just create the color with the switch. If we turn on multiple colors at once, the lights should blend to create a new color. The red and green lights are on right now, so if we adjust those properly, we should end up with a turquoise purple. Whatever. So secondary colors are involved. Blending colors together to reveal our path. What a capitalizing puzzle. The switches even have notes attached to help with the color blending. Care to give it a try, Joker? Yeah, sure. Funny enough, I just explained that not that long ago, so here we go. Okay, so that was not 100% correct. So why don't we try this? There we go, that's better. That takes care of that. This one doesn't seem too bad as far as navigation is concerned. But wait till we get to the higher floors. That's where the fun really starts to begin, especially if you're going after the final will seed, which, believe it or not, that is in this area.
Okay.
Yep, the next will seed is close. Let's see if we can get access to it. But before we can, let's take a look around. Hey, look, a huge staircase! It appears to stretch all the way to the top of the buildings. That's probably where the treasure is. We're almost there. Let's keep moving, Joker. Alright. So, when it comes to getting to the will seed, yeah, let me just say, getting to this will seed is not exactly easy. But, proceeding forward, that is a lot easier than getting to said will seed. So, what we're going to do here is obvious. Go after the will seed first. Wait, Joker! We all agreed the treasure's at the top of the large staircase, didn't we? Shouldn't we go in that direction instead? But I do sense a will seed over there. What sort of phantom thieves would we be if we ignored it? It may be a good idea to check out the area if we get the chance. It's entirely up to you, though, Joker. It's true. Like I said, going after the will seed first and foremost is a good idea.
We found a will seed. Let's grab it.
Yeah. If only it was that easy, Samiri. If only it was that easy. This is where you're going to be really scratching your head and trying to figure things out. Because not only do you need to create the proper number of bridges, but you also need to take out all the vines that are guarding the door to the will seed. On top of that, you also have another fight on your hands. So, it'll be fun! The only thing we can do is just try all the different combinations we can until we're able to proceed. Eventually we will be able to figure this out. It won't be easy, but it can most certainly be done. Okay, that takes care of the purple. But it also takes out the green bridges. Let's see what else we can find around here. Hello, treasure. I like it. Gimme. Alright, on to the next switch. Looks like the only one we have is green, so let's try that. I know this is a bit of a weird paradox that we have here, but unfortunately this is what we have to work with. It's a pain, but the deed has to be done one way or another. Okay. By the way, in order to figure out this puzzle, we need to activate and deactivate these switches in the correct order. Once you figure out which one of these switches you need to activate and deactivate, then the solution should be simple enough to solve. But getting to that point is a bit of a pain in the butt. And be prepared to do a lot of running around and a lot of guessing work. It's going to require a ton of experimentation in order to figure out what the hell it is you need to do. And like I said, if you're trying to go after all the will seeds, oh dear, you're going to be in for a rough time. Okay, that takes care of that. Alright, let's try the next one. That seems about right. And again, maybe not. Okay. And final door. Boom, baby. There we go. Puzzle solved, baby! Now comes the fun part! Actually fighting the guardian of the final will seed in the entire game. Sweet merciful Jesus. It's not going to be easy. So, be prepared for anything. First off, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some nice coffee and chug it down like frickin' Big Chungus. And also, make sure that we're more than prepared and ready to go. Alright. That'll work. Let's go. Final will seed that the game awaits. That shadow looks really strong, Joker-senpai. Let's make sure we're well prepared before the fight. What do you say? Let's go. If it's not the fools who spurred the Master's generous reality. You're going no further. Turn back if you value Turn back if you value your lives. How about no? Give me everything you got. Not today! We're taking the treasure you guard whether you like it or not. Let's go, everyone! Alright, time to face the Guardian. As far as weaknesses, it pretty much has the same sort of resistances and weaknesses as its non-boss counterpart. Except it drains fire and nuclear-based attacks. So, yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad. Alright. Let's get to work now, shall we? Well, that sucked. Alright, it's no big deal. Not like I really had that big of a nuke resistance anyway. Except for Makoto, which kind of blows, but oh well. What can you do? I don't think this is going to work, but it's worth a shot. Aha! Nice! If only I could use a physical attack. That would be pretty damn sweet. Alright, let's try someone else. As far as who to send in, though... let's try Haru. This is probably not going to end well, but we'll have to wait and see how things go. Nice! Good old roll coming through clutch. Oh dear, yeah, that was a very bad idea. And yet Haru dodges with grace.
I'm getting a warm, tingly feeling from all this power.
Time to wreck some face. Goodbye. That would have been more hilarious if the damage value was 666 rather than 626. Oh well. It's nice to have a cute little blue alien every once in a while, am I right? Well, we took it down somehow. I think we can get the will seed now. No sense leaving something we can't use behind. It's ours now. True that. And before we proceed, I am going to switch out Haru for Makoto once more. Just because. And here we are, folks. The final will seed of the entire game. It took a lot of effort, but it's finally ours. I apparently need to stop streaming right now because I can't speak any further. Whatever, it's fine. There we go. The final crystal of the game. The Crystal of Sorrow.
That's the third will seed. I never would have guessed Dr. Maruki's desires would take this form.
Same here. Now, you may be wondering, now that we got the will seed, do we need to do the puzzle again in order to leave here? Unfortunately, yes. You do need to do this puzzle twice. The first time is the intended order, and the final combination is reverse order. So whatever you did, you need to do it backwards now. And that is how we leave with the will seed in hand. Although that really wasn't that hard to figure out. Neat. Now, there's still some unexplored areas that we need to investigate before we proceed. And that is exactly what I intend to do. So one thing worth mentioning is, when it comes to the switch puzzle where the will seed is, it doesn't affect any of the switch puzzles around here. So keep that in mind as you proceed. Alright. As far as where we can go to now, that's a good question. Let's see. I don't think that was the right move. And again, maybe it was. Again, if you're having trouble figuring out where you need to go and what switches to press, you can always take a look at the different camera angles to get a general idea of what you need to do. Let's try this. Oh wait, that was the... Damn it. Okay. That was clearly the incorrect answer. Let's try purple. Maybe purple will be the guide I need. I mean, it kind of is, but it really isn't at the same time. It's complex, I know. Honestly, I feel like I'm having more trouble with this puzzle than the one for the will seed. Which, hilariously, the will seed puzzle is harder. The reason why it seems like it's harder here is because I want to go after all the treasures that are in this room. And it just seems like there's not enough panels to grab said treasure. Okay. let's keep trying. We'll keep trying things until something works. May take us a while, but we can most certainly do it. Okay, let's, okay, that's not gonna work. It seems like we can only work with 2 switches in this area, which is rather stupid. Then again, maybe I should try this one. Or not. Wait. What am I thinking? For some reason I was thinking that was connected to this particular puzzle area, but no, it isn't. That's for the will seat. Alright. Red it is. Pretty sure there's another switch panel that we can use to access that area right there. But getting there is going to be a bit of a pain. Would be nice to be able to get back with that particular combination, but nope, apparently not. Okay, yellow is not the right answer. Let's try this one. Thankfully, when it comes to the vine-growing cutscenes, you can fast-forward through them. So, that's always nice.
It's a treasure chest. I don't see any traps either.
True, but we do see vines, and I kind of want to get rid of those things, so that way we can grab said treasure. By the way, if you're trying to figure out which staircases are available, take a look at the mini-map. If the mini-map's staircases are filled in solid, then those staircases are usable. But if they're blank, then they're not usable. Oh boy, this is going to take us quite a while, but I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the solution here. Finally, made it to the red one. Not quite. Okay. Let's take a look. I think I missed something here. Where's our current position? That would be right there. Okay. I think we can actually proceed and grab this treasure chest now. So that's good. But this question still remains. How are we supposed to go forward? Ooh. I will say this. Getting that particular treasure chest was so freaking worth it. How? Well, somas are the best healing items in the entire game. And getting your hands on them is not easy, for sure. Okay, let's try a different combination now. Okay. Almost there. We just need to create a magenta blue. After we do that, then we'll finally be able to proceed. And in order to do that, we need green. And I think that's it. It is not. Damn it! All because the door is yellow. Ugh. Bugger me. Such a pain, I tell ya. Well, we're back to square one again. Great. Alright. Apologies that this has taken so long. What can I say? It's been a while since I've last been here. And as I've mentioned previously, this tends to take a while. Nope, still not it, because we still need to make yellow. I'm pretty sure I have to do something with that panel over there. But now I need to access it again. And accessing it once more from where we currently are with our color combinations. What to do? Okay. Let's try a different combination. And it looks like my internet is shitting itself. Great! Just what I need! The internet to die on me while I'm in the middle of a frickin' puzzle, scratching my damn head like a monkey. Well, whatever. I am recording this locally, so that doesn't really matter in the end anyway. Alright. That's gonna create the green bridges. Let's see how it will work. Probably not very well, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, as I thought. Dang it! It's like you need red in order to proceed, but you really need blue and magenta. Okay. I think we almost got this. It's funny how I said that before, and yet we've run into another roadblock. Alright, let's keep trying until something works. Actually, I think we found our path that we need to move forward. Finally! God damn. Finally done. Yes! The finish line! We're so close to the treasure. I'm getting kind of nervous. Alright, we're almost done, folks. The final stretch of this dungeon awaits. And here we are, the final safe room of the game.
Tests of cognition are low here. Is there a safe room nearby?
There is. Let's head on in. I know that we're over the 3-hour mark now, and honestly, I think this is a good place to stop. I was thinking about proceeding until we secure the infiltration route, but I feel like this has been going on for long enough as it is. And I think this is a good stopping point anyhow. We still got 9 in-game days left before Dr. Markey makes his move. And yeah, we'll have more than enough time to make final preparations, head back into Mementos, take care of some Mementos requests, and all that other jazz. But that's going to be saved for next time. And for right now, I bid you all adieu for today. This is General Snivy with the Persona 5 Royal Playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, we're going to secure the infiltration route for Dr. Markey's treasure, head back into Mementos once more, take care of the last remaining Mementos requests in the entire game, and we may even fight a super boss. Just saying, it's going to be a fun and wild session. So I hope you're all looking forward to us being that much closer to the end of the game. It's going to be great. Anywho, thank you all once again so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time.